What is up, guys? Sab Houdini here, and welcome to Still Wakes the Deep. This is a brand new horror game set aboard an oil rig. It is made by the Chinese Room. You might remember them from Dear Esther. Everybody's gone to the Rapture. Really great developer and knows how to set the atmosphere. It looks really cool. It's got kind of an Eldritch Cthulhu thing going on, as far as I can tell. Anyway, we've seen very little of this, but now look at this trailer. Holy hell, probably spoiling half. But as usual, you know how trailers are. It looks fan-fucking-tastic, and it's also coming to the Game Pass day one, baby, day one. Okay, cool. So the reviews for this are looking very good. I'm not going to play any more of that trailer. That's ridiculous. I like to have a little trailer in the background because it kind of describes visually what I'm talking about out of my mouth, you know. But lately, it's just been the Marvel way of doing things, where it's like, don't mind us, everything's in the trailer. I know you gotta build the hype, but there's a big difference between spoiling and building hype. You need to learn the difference. Developers, please. I think what happens is a lot of devs are not the ones that end up making their trailers. It ends up being like stupid marketing companies who grab lots of footage maybe sent from the devs, and that's why you end up with these horrendous mismatches of 90s fucking punk rock or Marilyn Manson and Dragon Age. Like, what the fuck, man? What kind of stupid dumbass? There is like a revival of going on, like with the fucking all the 90s grunge and that. I get that. It's a big old revival, but I mean, that doesn't mean that it's a bunch of fucking 30-year-olds that are trying to sell shit to kids, you know? It's really bad. Like, I think ever since the Batman did it with Nirvana, it's just been a steady, and they're just running out of songs at this point. Going for the deep. Next thing it'll be fucking Creed, you know, or Creedence Clear whatever the fuck that thing. Jesus Christ. All right, let's see. Show hints, hide, game mode. What do you want hints available? No, that's fine. Let's go. Let's go. All right, everything is hold it down, boy. Nice to get this on the Game Pass. I have been enjoying the Game Pass. I know people might say it might be hurting the industry. I think the only thing it hurts is Microsoft's wallet, and they're $1 trillion company, so fuck them. If this puts money back in the devs' pockets, I'm here for it. Suze.
Wish you hadn't got yourself into this mess, but you did.
This is all set in a...
You can't run forever.
Scottish
I know you were just trying to do right by me, so I need you to do what's right by us. Now, please, Kaz. I am so tired of fighting.
So low. What is wrong with dialogue in games?
I want you home. The girls want you home, but if you don't deal with this, then we are done for good. I love you. I won't wait forever.
Okay, maybe it's okay.
Suze.
You guys let me know. Suze. And Cass.
Girls made you a Christmas card.
Looks like he's kind of running from something.
Merry fucking Christmas.
I seen Limmy playing this, and I was like, oh, Scottish lad playing
I'll
Scottish
be there in a
game.
minute, Trots.
Didn't wait too long or someone will be off with it.
Aye. Alright.
Even though they're called the Chinese Room, I don't think they're based in China at all. I think they're British, right? That's why a lot of their games has that kind of British stylings to it. Like everything's gone to the Rapture. So Nintendo just had their direct. They always do it wicked early in the day, which ends up being really early for America, which is probably on time in Japan. I love these Japanese companies, man. They make great stuff. They're wonderful people, but they are so insular. It's crazy. So insular. It is Japan first, Japan always. Now, I know a lot of companies are patriotic and that, but what it is about those Eastern companies, I think it's got to do with a mix of dictatorship presidents and old communist ways, where they're like, we must put this country first and forward, and you end up with a lot of shit. Oh, I was trying to hold that back so much. That sucks. It's always the way, man. I think it's got to do with this chair. You shut down the chair and it just drives all the dust into the air. Nice. So yeah, they announced a lot of good games. I'm seeing more and more games kind of skip the Xbox, and mainly it's so that they can try and offer up the Game Pass later, but more importantly, it's also Xbox is an American company. Both PlayStation and Nintendo are Japanese. That's extremely important to remember. It might not seem that way, but trust me, these have all been fighting with each other since the dawn of time. Alright, let's see. Oh my fucking motion blur. What kind of a cunt comes up with motion blur? Do you want me to be sick? I guess you do. Let me see. Can we turn that shit off? Thank you. Film grain off, 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 off. Quality. No, we want performance first. Thank you. Apply changes. Thank you. Okay. Jesus Christ. They didn't have any of those dialogue options is up to full blast, but they're not there. We got breathing apparently. Let's put that down. Nice. Alright. Hey, Bri, how's it going? First in the building. And Dutch. How's it going, lads? How you doing today? Yeah, so some good stuff announced for the Switch. No fucking Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. That's all I ask. They're waiting for it. They're keeping it. They have a Zelda thing every year, and it looks like, oh, that's so much better. Thank God for that. It looks like this year we're going to be getting our actual Zelda game where you play as Zelda. So it's in the Link's Awakening new engine, very kind of toy diorama. I'm excited for it. It. As usual, I know like all of their games have to have a gimmick. This one being like that she's able to duplicate and replicate everything in the world, including monsters, to help her fight. So it's no one-to-one combat, it seems. It should be fun. Really, really surprising. A new Mario and Luigi game. So within the space of a year, we've had the remake of Super Mario RPG, the remake of A Thousand Year Door Paper Mario, and now a brand new Mario and Luigi game. That's crazy. The last one I think was, I want to say it was either Dream Team or Paper Jam. My favorite is Bowser's Inside Story. I love the Mario and Luigi games. It is 100% good old-fashioned Mario and Nintendo humor. I love them to death. But a lot of them have been stuck on the DS and everything. So you're seeing a lot. Oh, sorry, I'm so used to other buttons. You're seeing a lot of stuff. This looks like lifelike. It looks so good. Alright, we have our map. You think that's really going to help me? I don't think so. I'll tell you that much. It's me we're talking about. Stronger together. Nice. So I think this takes place in the 70s. Glasgow Gazette. Does it say a year anywhere? I want to say it's the... We got the Scottish Oil. Join you. Here we go. 1975. Right there. So that's kind of cool. I don't think the setting and all that is going to be that much of a difference, honestly.
Quite right, Trots.
Nice. New Zelda. Yeah, Perfect Dark. Nice. You're going to see a lot of that. I think both Xbox and Nintendo are kind of greasing each other's wheels. They're all doing it. The Lego Horizon game coming from PlayStation. And it said like PlayStation Publishing LLC. So they've created a new company for their publishing for third-party stuff. So if you don't think there's more PlayStation games coming to Switch and PC and Xbox, you can, about time you woke the fuck up, I think. But yeah, a lot of stuff kind of skipping Xbox because some of it's just not worth it. It's true, but I think it's more got to do with Nintendo and PlayStation being Japanese and Xbox being American. There's always been a slight hatred of the West, as is there's a slight hatred of the East, which I hate because we're all just human beings. But when you see the statistics of Asian hate and Asian crimes going on, especially in America, you see that there's something very, very wrong.
Pipes leaking. If it's not one thing, it's the other.
Oh, hey, I wonder how many people are actually going to understand this game. Pile of shite. This chance to rename the Legend of Link, right? That was so odd to me, but yeah.
Cutting corners.
It would have been so simple. I think it looks fine. I like that art style. I would have loved the Oracle of Ages remake or, yeah, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess. It's getting that bad you don't mind paying $60 each. They'll bring them out next year because I doubt they'll have anything big next year. Metroid Prime 4 finally announced. I worry about, well, it was announced but finally shown off. I worry that there's just, who is Metroid Prime 4 for, you know? I was a huge fan of Metroid Prime. We'll definitely get 2 and 3 before we get 4. But, oh my god, those games are so old now. I don't know who even remembers them. Half of these kids, same with the fucking Paper Mario Door and all that, they know why they're remaking them. Because half of those kids have grown up. Oh no, big Scottish fucking arse. Let's rob someone's keys. Can't do that. Good lord. So, yeah, I don't... I think half of these kids have grown up and it's a new generation feigning interest until the remake comes out, you know? Trust me. There's only so much nostalgia you can lean on. The rest is actually a load of fucking
Well,
bullshit.
this is
That's
cozy.
okay. Because I see that in the industry all over. You've either got these 30, 40-year-old old bastards pretending to be journalists, the Jeff Grubbs of the world, pretend to be leakers and sources and all this shit. And it's a load of fucking bullshit. And
Bastards.
that guy kind of gets a pass because he's like a dad. But this dude still runs around in Kirby shirts and all that. This is what I was trying to say to people. It's like, I'm pushing fucking mid-30s. And I still love video games, but I'm by no means a fucking cringe lord like these other idiots, you know? The DSPs of the world, trust me. Jesus Christ. You know, like Lego and anything else, you can be playing games into your 80s. It's not the art of fucking playing games that's the problem. It's everything you present around that, you know? These fucking collectors and weird dudes wearing fucking shorts and gaming and wrestling and band shirts. You don't mind that kind of stuff if you're in a band or you're making a game or you're fucking doing something like that. But if you're just a dude sitting in your mom's fucking basement and you're fucking pushing 40 or something, like you never grew up. You got the Peter Pan effect. And that's usually how you knock the shit out of these people. It's Christmas as well. It's Christmas Eve. But yeah, like, Nintendo will always capture that magic. But honestly, I wasn't blown away by that director. Everyone's like losing their shit. Fantasian is great. Like, it's great to see Sakaguchi back after falling out after Final Fantasy 9 and the Spirits Within movie. We're supposed to be getting Final Fantasy Tactics and 9 remake, so whenever that happens, it would be great. Neeps and tatties. Alright, yeah, it's pity Pyro's not here. He'll explain all this stuff. Neeps are turnips, where they just take the end of it, which is the neeps. And then tatties are potatoes. Basically, just take a word and shorten it down to as little as you can, you know. Haggish, black pudding, pigs in blankets. Nice. Be funny to see Americans play this one, because they're like, what the fuck? So yeah, you can see this is obviously a fully functional... Whoa! Fully functional game. Fully functional oil rig. These guys actually like fucking live on here. Honestly, just get a Wii U. Exactly, yeah. I'll get a Wii U and then film myself jumping on the Wii U tablet. What a piece of shit that console was. Let's be honest. Anybody defending it is someone who got a Wii and then got a Wii U and is like, well, I gotta use this thing. Who the fuck stares down? It's like putting a screen into a controller. No, like we wouldn't have the Switch without the Wii U, so I have to be grateful there, but that was a disaster. Disaster.
Listen, mate, even if it is the police, maybe it's...
I loved my Wii, like, even with the motion controls, but I love that thing. Most people end up playing their Wii U with the Pro Controller and then move the Pro Controller over to the Switch. We used fucking great console now. Yeah, it's great now for the old homebrewing, right? Oh yes. And then like people like Mudahar and that, you look him up, and he's like, I love Switch. He doesn't own a Switch. He has not bought a Switch game. That guy has pirated every single Switch game. That's fine, but when you're a big YouTuber, you're kind of telling your whole audience to pirate, like, Jesus. It's probably not good for the industry. It's fine, you know, like, if you're just a hobbyist and you're homebrewing and hacking and pirating their games, but when you tell people to do it en masse, it kind of comes off as shitty. Like, we're on a kind of a squeeze, a downturn of the industry. We don't want them all to fucking go in the pisser. There's been talks of like Nintendo where they don't lay off people, and Miyazaki from Software were talking about it as well. It's like, oh, I failed if I'm laying off people, but in reality, these studios do lose people all the time. It's just, it's never mass reported and it's never mass layoffs. So that's the problem, you know. And yeah, the American companies are fucking up big style with that. There's no denying that. But to say these guys aren't changing people and hiring people, damn it! I have the PlayStation, which is the X, and then I have the Nintendo, which is a different X. All the games can be downloaded for free. Native Wii U, Wii, and games. Yeah, I used to love the Virtual Console. I miss that so much, dude. Holy shit. How's it going, Daniel? I have 3 people in the chat, all with the same colour. Holy shit. Nice. Still have my Wii. Yeah. Just a chance to, yeah. Hell yes. And then I was hoping they could put Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Switch as well. That's really all that's missing from the Wii U. So I don't really feel like... my older brother has a Wii U, so I can grab it, but I just don't feel like busting out a console for 1 or 2 or 3 games. I know some people do that, but very rare.
Enjoying your last day, McCleary.
People who are against homebrew are actually defending. Yeah, yeah. They're fucking cancelled. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's like there's basically a big war going on between those, you know.
Well,
where it's like you've got the pirating community who have been hurt personally by Nintendo or whoever, and then you've got the little kiddies or the Nintendo YouTubers, which they shouldn't. They're you know so far up Nintendo's ass, but they shouldn't be because Nintendo treats them like shit. But slowly, each and every one of them come around. Slowly but surely, we had a few big names, and they're like, "Okay, I'm finally done with Nintendo." It's like, there you go. Because these companies, they hire marketing fucking dudes, and the marketing guys don't have a clue. So they'll treat YouTubers like basically number generators, hype generators, and if you don't say what's on that script or you say anything disparaging, you're done. You're out of it. You're not getting a single tiny little bit of love from them again. They all do it. Xbox, PlayStation, they all do it, and it's so transparent how fucking like obviously I get where they're coming from. You're like, well, we can't have this guy if he's talking, but you're better off to have someone who's critical, because when they do praise something, it'll be amazing, you know. No, I'm not against pirating and homebrewing as like a hobbyist stuff. I think that's fine. Same way I feel like people illegally downloading movies. If you're gonna watch it by yourself or with friends, it's fine. But I think things like torrenting and file sharing and pirating, and you know, it can be fucking difficult to defend when it's on a wide scale thing. Like I use a lot of those websites and I use a lot of that kind of stuff, and I've definitely emulated the shit out of things. But the thing with emulating, I feel like it's like almost like a little personal project, you know. Away you go. I like how he seems to be shitting himself while he's running. That's weird. Nice. So yeah, this is by the everyone's gone to the Rapture and Dear Esther guys. So I doubt there'll be any combat or anything. It's another kind of horror walking sim, which is nice because you shouldn't pirate. Right? Exactly. No, the only thing I said about is if a big YouTuber is advocating for it, that's bad. Like, that's a bad thing, you know. Do it in your own time, but if you're telling your 100,000 audience to do it, it can destroy the fucking industry little by little. But, you know, Nintendo bring it on themselves. Like I said, they went from a wonderful virtual console all the way to the shitty, and there's no denying or defending it, the shitty NSO, the Nintendo fucking online shit. Right now they just added like 3 more games or 4 more games, and everyone's like, oh yes, please, let me gargle you, come here Nintendo, let me gargle your fucking balls. And I'm like, dude, all of this stuff was on the fucking virtual console and you can own it for life. Like, I even buy the NSO thing or whatever it's called, like it's $3 a month. I just forget to turn the fucking thing off, but I hate it. It's Nintendo trying to be Western, where they're like, here's our version of the Game Pass and PS Plus, and it's fucking shit. It's absolutely shit. The Virtual Console was awesome. That was basically their live arcade, you know, the Xbox Live Arcade. It was so much fun, where you could just buy stuff, and it was cheaper the further back you went. So like NES and SNES games were only like $5, you know, and then it went all the way up to Wii games being $20, which honestly wasn't that bad, because some of those Wii games became very, very rare after a while, you know. How to get the game legally. Yeah, right, exactly. Where the fuck do we get it from? Because it's all gone to hell. Like, people have turned it into, it went from cute little hobbyist, let's fucking sell this, let's buy this, to everybody scalping everybody. It's just dog eat dog. It's so fucked up. It's the same with the consoles. It's the same with everything. I may have to go up to the bridge and talk to the old captain. So yeah, that really does suck. What do we do? The virtual console's gone. You're not leaving us much options. Fucking old wankers. It's all because of money, because they'd rather have you be a carrot on a string, you know, and be a donkey walking around constantly having to buy and replace the carrot, instead of just buying the carrot once and having it never go away. It fucking sucks. It really does. The whole industry is going to learn the lesson fucking fast, because once the subscription service thing just completely goes by the wayside, and it will, you know. I think the last to hold out will be Xbox, you know, they'd be like, this Game Pass can work, and it'll drag them down and down. Like, I think it works as it is now, it's fine, but as soon as they keep raising the price every year, just like PS Plus, don't me get me started on PS Plus. What Xbox need to do very quickly is to announce free. You have to go talk to this fucking naked dude. Go on now. Put your Tadger away, you bollock shit. They need to offer free multiplayer. They were actually the ones to charge it. They've become so PC centric that it's time. It's time to go back, because PC can get everything for free. Nintendo literally has GameCube and Wii emulators with the Switch. With it, yeah, right. And then everything else they're using are emulators. All of their stuff. Same with PlayStation. They were all, remember they were offering those mini consoles, and all of a sudden they're all gone. Jesus, what happened there? They pulled them off the market once they were sold, so that because they were just full of emulators as well. So that and now they've pulled the emulators, or they're trying to anyway. Fucking wankers. And now you've got them on Android as well. So it's pretty fucking clever. They tried to stop it. Once you put it on mobile, it's like, good luck with that. Can we go through any here? Huh? No. This guy was talking to a guy behind the wall, and then I looked behind the wall, nobody there, and then there was fucking no door either. Who the fuck was he talking to? Yeah. I hate all the emulator stuff. So on PlayStation, they're offering up really expensive, shitty ports that are all just so like we've got a $20 Tomb Raider Legend that's running at 480p on PS5, no option to turn that up, and just because it has rewind feature, which these are things that were all created by the emulator creators. It's nothing to do with Nintendo, PlayStation, or Xbox. Nothing at all. Like, these are the guys that are figuring out all the hard fucking difficult things. Fuck, I didn't know. I thought the Tannoy told me to go to, like, engineering. I can't see. Maybe I gotta talk to these guys. I can't seem to. Can I rob one here? What's this? There's an icon there, but it won't work. There we go.
There's no escaping. There's going to be a
There's
dozen
no
more rigs
escape.
up here by the end of next year, because
Yeah, so it's so frustrating to see them sell back stuff to us, for sure. 100%.
The bear is already down to the bare bones, and Cadal are just going to make more cuts to get other rigs on the go. If we don't take industrial action soon, this place... come on.
So yeah, I love emulating, and I think doing like the home brewing and the pirating stuff as a hobby is wonderful. Yeah, that's my only issue is those big YouTubers. They're holding it up like they're on some kind of a fucking pedestal. Look how much I'm stealing from Nintendo. It's a strange one.
This place falls apart. That's cool,
That's why I bring up Mudahar. I like Mudahar, but that comes off as really disingenuous, where he kind of just stands back and he'll take photos and videos of him ripping off, and it's like, dude, you're a fucking multi-millionaire. Like, you're such a piece of shit for doing that, you know. And then it's the fact that it's like you know, giving drugs to kids or something. It's like, come on, like, what are you doing, you know? Why are you telling your entire audience to do something like this and showing them how easy it is? I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, these companies are all fucking making way too much money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Who fucking cares, really? But it just, when I see so many companies closing down studios and all that, and I see how bad things have gotten in the last 2 years, it's like, you know that this will lead to a crash every time. You're not, like, sticking it to the man. That's what everyone thinks they're like, I'm sticking it to Nintendo, I'm sticking it to the man. It's like, you're not really. You're kind of killing off parts of the industry. Who really cares about the big guy at the end of the day? But I'm talking about the actual fucking developers. I've never cared for any of these companies. I don't give a shit. I don't care if PlayStation never make another game. I don't care if Xbox fucking dies. I don't care if Nintendo goes back to making fucking trading cards. I don't care. I don't care at all. But it's the individual developers I care about. Like these people, like the Chinese room. All of these devs, all the indie devs, they're the people I care about. Because this is people's jobs, this is a passion, this is a whole medium that's better than movies, it's better than books, because it's both together and you have full agency to play the game. You can't do that with a movie. You know, while you have your hand on your dick and the other hand in the popcorn, you can't go play in that movie, you know. You're just sitting there. You're just sitting there drinking in the media. It's not the same. We have player agency here. We're in control. Yeah, you're going from A to B and you're going to get to those credits the same as anyone else, usually. But like, look at things like Elden Ring coming out. Like, Jesus Christ, 10s out of 10s across the board. Fuck yeah. So that's what I want people to figure out. Stop the console war. Stop the PC bullshit master race. None of it matters. You're just feeding Nvidia. You're feeding fucking Gabe Newell on Steam. Who fucking cares about those people? They don't care about you. They're fucking trillion-dollar companies. They don't care. But fuck the consoles, you know? Let's go back to the drawing board and let's care about these developers. Are they shithead developers? Alright, stop supporting them. Are they good people barely hanging on? Right now, they just closed down the Alone in the Dark developer. Like, we need to stop Embracer fucking now. Now. We need to stop them and get all of their fucking IP and games off them before they destroy more. So that Alone in the Dark remake even had like the dude, what's his name? Fucking I can never think of his name. David Harbour. There we go. David Harbour from fucking Stranger Things in it. Like, it had all this stuff going for it. I think it's a really good remake. I'm saving that one for Halloween, but now it looks like, fuck it, it's gonna be gone. So they had a choice to make that game, and they were probably gonna close them down afterwards anyway. Like, it's fucked up. They also closed down the Saints Row guys, but honestly, as much as it pains me to say it, that one's kind of deserving. Sometimes it's deserving, you know. Like, I think Arcane Austin, one little branch of a bigger studio closing down because it did 2 shit games. I'm sorry, but that's kind of part and parcel. It was even more than 2 shit games, because Evil Within 2 was great, but it was underperforming all the way. And, you know, one of the leads at Arcane, Leon, who's working on the Blade game, he was like, look, developers, you gotta stop this shit, you know. You gotta support us during the bad times. So that was him blatantly admitting that those last 2 to 3 games were fucking shit. So in one hand, he's like, please give us the chance to fail as much as you give us the chance to succeed. That's 100%. I understand that. You do need to allow that to happen. There are no safe bets anymore unless you're from software, you know. But that's not the case. That's not what I'm fighting for. You gotta understand that we're dealing with outside shitheads. We're dealing with progressives pushing horrible agendas. We're dealing with politics being shoehorned into things. We're losing this wonderful fucking industry of games to a bunch of fucking hippies, you know. That's all it is, really. Hippies turned journalists. Like, these journalists, they don't have degrees, they don't have experience, they don't have job history, they have nothing. But they get these things because this friend or that friend, or they're coming straight out of San Francisco, which is a fucking cesspit. A fucking, like, it might be a beautiful city, or at least once was, but it's a cesspit of people. Fucking, you couldn't even single out, like, pick one person and say, are you actually a multi-generational San Franciscan? And you're like, no, you're fucking not. I'm not talking about different countries. I'm just talking about how it was just pummeled with these fucking hippies and other people. The whole idea of, you know, tourists and then moving in. And now we have these wasters coming onto things like Giant Bomb, thinking that their opinion matters. Inciting violence because someone on Twitter said something a little mean to him. Like, fuck off. What a disaster. Get those pieces of shit out of the industry as much as possible. Right now there's a hate campaign around Black Myth Wukong. That lovely little, you know, it's not a Souls-like, but it's a lovely game that's coming from a kind of a new studio. It's a Chinese game. That's probably part of it as well. But yeah, IGN was one of the big dumbasses. So basically, they had gone to check out the game, and there was a little bit of, you know how it is, boys being boys, where they're going to have pictures of cute girls and things like that around. You know, it was a little bit of a man cave. You know, this is how gaming was in the 90s and 2000s. And they randomly took offense of this as if it was a picture of their mother or something, you know. So that kind of started the ball rolling. Then there was the whole Sweet Baby Inc. We know about this. This is this company, a consultant that's used to push agendas and progressive stuff and representation where it doesn't fit. And I think all that stuff is important. We just don't need a shitty company to do it for us. It can be done normally, you know. Let the team speak for themselves. So apparently they offered the developers of Black Myth Wukong $7 million to consult for them, otherwise known as pushing characters. This is how they fucked up like Saints Row, and they're fucking up everything they touch. Because, like I said, they're probably a company that's based out of California or San Francisco, and they're part of these progressive morons. A lot of them are like semi-activists, you know, or wannabe activists. And it's just, yes. It's kind of, it's destroying the industry, you know. Everyone's allowed their voice, but these people have snuck in, and they're just rats, you know. They're like rat bastards chewing away at the industry. It drives me nuts. Like, is there problems in each studio? Is there like maybe a problem person? Absolutely. But that's up to the company to remove the bad apples, even if it's the CEO themselves.
The bossman sounds raging.
Raging. It's nothing got to do with that. I know we're kind of ranting about stuff, but it's important stuff, you know. Like, I'm not one of these people that I give a shit about, oh, this main character looks ugly, this one looks over-sexualized, all that crap. I hate all that. It's nonsense. Just let the artists do whatever the fuck they want. But there is so much meddling going on that we can't even recognize our own games, whether it be remakes or remasters, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Scooby! My line is that the company does not support a console or provide a good way to buy those games. I will pirate. Hell yes, hell yes. Or buy the console. Isn't that like, which? Yeah, I'm not buying a fucking Wii U just for a couple of games. So I get you, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you do that stuff, and it's for yourself. Right? I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that. That's your right. That's your prerogative. Right? I'm just talking about when it's this mass distribution. You know, I felt the same way about the music industry. We had too much of a good thing. We overstepped. We had LimeWire and that, and we were distributing free digital music, which is well within our right, but we went too far, you know? We had too much of a good thing. And then what happened? We have fucking dumbass Metallica Lars stepping in and got Napster shut down, got a lot of them shut down, LimeWire fucked off, and then now we're all perfectly happy, bending the knee, dropping our pants, and taking it from Spotify and Apple Music. I don't aspire to any of those. I don't pay. Are you fucking crazy? I don't pay for music. Are you fucking kidding me? I go out there and I buy CDs, I buy vinyls, and that's it. I don't pay for a digital music. Are you fucking crazy? I go to shows, you know, even though Ticketmaster has been ruined as well. But no, I don't pay for any of that kind of stuff. You'll see people moan about Game Pass and PS Plus and Netflix and all that, and then they'll go and get Spotify Premium because they're a bunch of fucking contradicting, hypocritical fucking idiots, you know. Because here, this is what it's all about. Convenience is worth it when they want it, you know. So they'll cherry pick whatever they want and go like, yes, but, yeah, well, a whole lot of whataboutisms. Who fucking cares about that? You can't fucking smack this guy in the face for buying this subscription and then turn around and get YouTube Premium or Spotify Premium. You're a fucking moron. You're a fucking moron. That's being a hypocrite, front and center. I always said this, like, whatever's convenient to a person. Same with, like, what movie they like, what music they like, what games they like. They'll shit on all this stuff in a game. Like, I saw one guy raging on Twilight Princess, and then I found out it was because the way Wind Waker was shat on when it came out because people didn't like it. But now it's, you know, it's a beautiful game. Always was a beautiful game. It's just they wanted hyper realism. But this guy spent an hour and a half shitting on Twilight Princess, and every single point he made actually ended with but Wind Waker did it like this. So yeah, I see that a lot on the internet. A lot of whataboutisms.
But he does not run things around here. I do. Do you understand me?
Alright, why don't you just go on there?
Don't you answer me back?
It's so hard to be scared of a guy with fucking glasses like that and a hairline like that. Good lord. Oh, here we go.
Do you understand me?
The sooner this guy dies, the better. The Polis.
To my rig.
That 1970s Glaswegian accent.
Shut it, you.
Nice. Typical Zelda life cycle, for sure, for sure. They always, and this actually works for so many games, like Final Fantasy as well. They shit on the current product and then love the last product. Then you move on, they love the last product, shit on the current product.
It's a fucking drill. You've got a fucking drill. So
yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I'm exactly the same with you. I love emulating, I love messing around with it. It's really incredible what they've done with emulators. Thank God, because if we left it up to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, those games would be dead. They would stay at $600 fucking collector's inbox stuff and all that, you know, in mint condition while you get ripped off.
Man.
So thank God for that stuff.
I'm good with the lecky. I keep things running. You said it yourself.
Out! Get off my rig!
It won't be easy to get off the rig. You'll have to wait for a boat or a helicopter or something. Looks like this guy's making some French. McCleary. Here's our little helicopter. Don't worry, by the time we try and leave, something's gonna go wrong. This guy was kind of avoiding his family anyway, so. Midnight is the... Yes! 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 I have been saying this for so long, dude. Yes! I think, like, people have so many great memories with Ocarina of Time. Don't realize how fucking annoying all the sidekicks are down through the years, you know? Even, like, Paper Mario, like, they desperately tried to bring back so many good sidekicks, and there was one where I think she was called Tippy in Super Paper Mario, and it was like this cool butterfly, but it was just a complete rip-off of Ocarina of Time. And then it was the same thing again, just stopping you every 2 minutes just to tell you something. Hey Megan, how you doing? Hello. Feast, yeah, like fucking Wi-Fi, whatever the hell her name is. Yeah, she's annoying as shit. She was a little bit better in this Skyward Sword remaster. They kind of cut down on all the bullshit. Uh-oh, there we go. Ooh, what's that on the screen? We know we have like a psychological thing going on here, so... Is he gonna get eaten by something? No one seems to fucking care. It's not an explosion, something's hitting the oil rig underneath. Oh! Just hang on as he falls. A bit late there. Link Between... Yeah, I would have loved them to do something with Link Between Worlds. You know, a lot of people just put it down as a sequel or a spiritual successor to Link to the Past, but it's more than that. Oh, I like this, like cigarette burns on a film. Cool. Yeah, we're kind of getting ranty here. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'm passionate about this stuff. You know,
now listen, Pat.
Xbox has the best legacy. Like you can play old 20-year-old, 25-year-old fucking Xbox games. You know, which is impressive. But it's all hand-picked. It's a small amount. But still better what PlayStation and Xbox or Nintendo are doing. It's not the same. The Virtual Console was the best.
Wasn't my fault.
We had it on the Wii and then the Wii U and then just gone. Greedy bastards.
Oh, my children, that was before the light of the Lord came to me.
Here we fucking go.
And you, Mr. McCleary, you can fuss and cuss all you like. But perhaps if you went to the Saracens a little less and the Tabernacle a little more, then perhaps you'd not be in this pickle, eh?
This is parents.
Don't look at me. You're the one who decided to spend the next 4 months trapped on a rig with this vampire.
Susan, I promise
this
you,
madman. I like how it has the little Scotticisms, but then it translates to English.
You'd better.
We don't know too much yet. Just 1970s on an oil rig.
Guys! Christ! He's gone cold! Shit, guys!
Some of them actually did survive.
We can't leave him out here. Move! Fuck! Kaz, I think he's dead! We've got you, man, alright? We've got you! He's breathing, thank Christ. Kaz?
Midnight's Lament one of the best. Yeah. I think she's the main character of that game. Even more so than Link. And especially Zelda. People kind of shit on it for its dulled palette, the color palette. It's meant to be like that. It's the whole Twilight, you know. Obviously, it is a little bit dull because of the... At the time, Unreal Engine was making its rounds, and that is the most grey, boring-ass engine ever. It's better these days, but during the days of Unreal Engine 1, 2, 3, even 4 to a little bit, it was horrifically... Like, all the Batman games, all the Gears games. I love Alice Madness Returns, but that... like, they try and say, like, oh, it's old England, you know, it's all smoggy and choked up, and I'm like, oh, okay. Otherwise known as the fucking engine. I don't know what it is, it was just the look of it. How people couldn't just turn up saturation a bit, but that's not enough, you know, because then you just get bleeding colours, which is not very nice. A lot of realism and real lighting engines come down to a kind of a dulled, like you can even see it in this one. And I get it, like it'll make it look realistic if you live in fucking UK and Ireland where everything's overcast and that, but that's not really how the world is either. Not everything is all cheery either.
I'm sorry, Kaz. I know you're not alright yet,
Right.
but I need your help.
Yeah, we just kind of woke up after passing out.
McCleary!
McCleary!
You're right, being up
Gameplay of
on
that
the
section was
He's
amazing.
killing me, but
I know it was GameCube and
Aye, I
Wii,
think so.
and then obviously Wii U then.
You
I
got
played
me
it on
out.
the Wii.
Did you get
I
Gregor?
enjoyed it. There was
got
a
you,
couple of
aye.
things that kind of annoyed me, obviously.
find
The
Gregor.
tears,
I'm sorry, Kaz.
some of the kind of
It's
jumping
so the
stuff.
only one we lost.
But I love it. And Wind Waker is
Oh,
great
no,
too.
no.
Like
Rass is still
I
in
love
there.
all the
aren't these
Zelda
working?
games in their own little way, you know.
I need you to help me.
None of them are perfect. Not even Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
Far from
aye,
it.
What do you need?
The cable's stuck. Go down and release the main brake, then come back up.
They're
and
all
raise the
wonderful.
bell. If you can get it
You
to
can
my
now
level,
also
I think
play.
I can get him out.
Yeah,
Aye.
I've seen that. There's like a new kind of emulator. It looks incredible.
2 minutes, pal.
Some of them are running in browser as well, which is fucking madness. There's also a bit more serious, darker. It was out here fucking killing people, for sure, which I loved, you know, I like that. People, you know, people also argue about the start
Right.
of, okay, wings controls, alright, at lower level. Okay, let's see if we do this right. Danger! Sounds like he's stuck in there.
That's it. Come back and winch up the bell now.
Yeah, the start of it, what I like about the start of Twilight Princess is it is extremely slow. It is, I get that. Well, where does this guy run? He kind of crouches as he runs. It's really weird. Alright, hold on, you bugger. Alright, grip, caution, turn off. Alright. At lower levels, it
What's going
said.
on, Brody?
I think he's probably still going to
Don't know.
die.
The drill hit something. An air pocket or gas explosion. Nobody knows.
No.
But whatever it was,
It hit a
was
creature.
big. You were lucky. Trust me. Douglas is trying to find.
But yeah, what I like about it is it's the slowness. You're kind of learning all your little basic stuff. It was clearly made to help with the awkwardness of the Wii controls and maybe GameCube as well. I like it. It's world building. It's a day in the life. It's not just wake up, you're the hero of time type shit, you know. In fact, Twilight Princess is one of the only games that shies away from ever telling you anything about Link, like whether he's a hero of time. I think at one point he has a unique name. It's like the hero of no, it's a weird one. Some of them they have a special name for him. It's like
I'll head down now.
the hero of that was destined or something, or the hero of the gods. It's a weird thing like that. It's not your stereotypical hero of time and wind and that. But most people have put it together that he's probably a descendant of the hero of time. Anyway, oh sure. Look, when you get into like Zelda fucking timelines and that, like it gets bloody awkward fast. Yeah, I think it will eventually come. Maybe they'll save it for next year. I doubt they'll have anything big for Zelda next year. Besides maybe a Tears of the Kingdom, you know, remaster. They've said Tears of the Kingdom is not getting a... look at that, you are here out in the fucking ocean, huh? Yeah, it's not getting any kind of DLC or anything. No master mode, no motorbike or anything like that. Yeah. Well, point, it's not emulation, right. Somebody created a program. Yeah, I remember, that's what I was trying to get at. That's so cool. So that should really be the best way of playing it, because you're not, you know, opening another fucking app. You're not doing any of that kind of shit. It's just good old-fashioned, how beefy is your PC, have at it, you know. That's great. Now, are those the OG versions, or are they the 3D remakes? Obviously, no one really cares about the 3D, but they added a lot of little creature comforts and that, you know. This game looks fantastic. So did Dear Esther and everybody has gone to the Rapture. They do a nice job. Look, there's like fucking God descending. Look at that. Gee, this is the thing it hit. Maybe it is Eldritch, but it's not fucking Cthulhu. think like when it comes to PC players, you know, you basically access to 100% of gaming. You're slowly getting PlayStation stuff, so that's cool. And then Xbox has been doing day and date for a couple of years now, so that's fine. So that really only leaves PC people missing out on Switch. And that's another big reason why the #1 fucking pirated and emulated and everything else is Switch games. Because you do kind of miss that stuff. I'll never get the fucking X right. You do kind of miss it. It has a certain level of magic. You know, at the end of the day as well, like, if people have the know-how, they will do anything in their power not to pay for stuff too, you know? And that's okay. People want to save a few euros. That's fine. The issue I bring up, why I got passionate about it there, is because I've seen people, and they're playing the brand new games pirated, like weeks, days, months even before they come out. And then they're then leaking that everywhere, and it's the same with Elden Ring right now. The whole map's been leaked, every boss has been leaked. It's fucking shitty. It really sucks. I like a good rumor as much as the next person. There's rumors about all sorts of stuff over the summer there. There's a big difference between rumor and speculation and being an absolute cunt bastard leaking everything online. That sucks. That fucking it's got to do with FOMO and the power, you know. There's far too many little script kiddies that know a few little things, and you know, it's same with like half of those leakers were turned out that they had hacked into the YouTube back end, or they were making a little bit of an underhand deal with one of the Google employees to do the same thing, to look into the back end. So that's no more fucking hacking, no more fucking leaks and sources and anything, and my uncle works at Nintendo. That's a load of bullshit. All that was a victim of circumstances and greed. Oh, you dirty it told me to RT climb after I had jumped. You sneaky bastards. I love that. What the fuck is the point of telling me after I've jumped? That's like telling me not to die as I am in the death screen. So yeah, that kind of stuff, I hate that kind of stuff. It ruins it for everybody. It's like your bigger brother on Christmas morning coming down before you and opening all your fucking presents. It's like, fuck you. And it really, like I said, it comes down, the worst thing that ever happened was monetization of like YouTube and Twitter and all that. It's the worst thing because it's created this greedy black hole where everyone has to get as much money as they can. It's horrible. Fuck all that mess. So even all these leakers, there was a time where the leakers did it for the love of the game, you know. Now they do it to spoil the other guy's fun, especially on the Xbox and PlayStation side. It's so weird. Like, PlayStation had nothing this year. They still don't. Like, Astrobot, great. Lego Horizons, great. That ain't gonna fucking help all these dumbass Uncharted, Spider-Man, and God of War pissed babies, you know. But they'll play that stuff, you know. They'll put their dummy in their mouth and they'll be, I'm gonna play, I'm gonna enjoy it. But I can play everything. I have all the shit. So I don't have to be a little fucking whinge baby like these idiots, you know. So of course then when the Xbox show came along, they were downplaying it. There's so many grown-ass men that are fighting over consoles instead of just putting a few euros aside and just buying the other console. Bunch of fucking morons. Or just get a PC and do what you're talking about, you know. Emulate the good stuff. Emulation is still around 80 to 90% old stuff, you know. And then the reason why we do that is because the legacy support is garbage. Yeah, that's definitely a little tentacle. Might be opening up a portal. There's lots of different Eldritch stuff. We're just so used to Cthulhu. I don't know why that thing's shaking like that. Cthulhu. There's also like Dagon as well. Dagon's like the fish people. I guess 100%. Yeah. Going out with your girlfriend tomorrow. It's 2:30 right now. Nice. Enjoy. Yeah. The ship we're packing in 64. Emulation just really sucks. Why is that, I wonder? We have I don't know if Dolphin's gone away now, but we had Dolphin for GameCube. Is it because of ooh, that's jack as shit. Hopefully it's not too dark. You put up the gamma a little bit. The gamma's not going to help you too much. You raise that too much and all you get is a kind of weird foggy film over the game. Is it, yeah, I wonder if they keep shutting it down. Is it because of how they... I don't know. I wonder. So how it was the changeover from 3D. Climb up or down. What? Is he doing parkour? What you talking about? Oh, he fell down the fucking stairs, man. Good lord. Nice. I noticed when he gets hurt, you see that kind of stuff pop up. So this guy could be in a fucking coma for all we know. Looks like a cigarette burn or burning film. Is this what you want me to do? Definitely said jump and climb on walls. I wish they would get their BS. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Because I think we all have a love of Nintendo, and it's honest to God, like I said, it's the devs and the games we love. We just kind of, our brains always go to like, we like this part of it.
Finally, something useful.
We're here for the games, right? Honestly, if you were to take away the parent companies, it wouldn't matter. I guess I know you're like, oh, the first party stuff, but it doesn't matter how much of the first party stuff it is. They're still created by individual devs. Sony as a corporation is just a couple of soup modems, you know? Same with Nintendo. Like, we love our Shigeru Miyamoto's and that. Did it tell me how to put the light on? Oh, you can look backwards. That means there's probably chasing going on. Hello? There we go. Thank you. It's weird. It waits till you're in, like, too far in, and then it tells you what to do. Use handrail. Me arse. But that's really well done job on the water. It's kind of frozen-y, you know? But it's also kind of muggy from all the shit down here, the rust and everything. You can almost smell it. Yeah, like all Sony stuff. I mean, that's like Sony Santa Monica and Naughty Dog. These are the people, you know. Obviously, we have our issues with each of those studios, you know. Neil Druckmann being a bit of a douche, but you know what I'm getting at, like Guerrilla Games as well. It's not Sony that you actually are in love with. You just think it is. It's not PlayStation you care about. They're just parent companies. The thing about Nintendo is we don't know a lot of the names of them, you know. And then like things like Square Enix have horrible names for them, like Creative Business Unit 3 and all that kind of stuff. It's fucking stupid. And yeah, and I know Xbox's half of theirs are just bought and paid for. I understand. Same with Sony though, if you can believe it. Same with them. Alright, looks like we don't have any battery on our headlight. Good. I don't enjoy battery management lights. Because, yeah, it can be spooky and you're like, but the whole game becomes that, you know. Outlast 2 was a sucker for that. Outlast 1 as well, but not so much. You kind of just get on with it. But Outlast 2 was like, the more time you spend hugging the walls, you're like, well, gotta go find more batteries. Yeah, we just want to have fun with games, and the only time I try and rage on a game is like maybe not the odd boss or if it's Fortnite. That's it. Everything else I'm trying to do my best to big up and basically put a floodlight on the devs that need it and deserve it, and everyone else kind of fuck off. Throw. Are we gonna have to? Might have to avoid some monsters here. Let's see, maybe he's got some babies. Looks like I can't open doors without something in my hand coming out. No. Give me that. Yoo-hoo. Hello. You've got two hands, you gobshite.
Clear it.
Yes. There's something over there.
Jesus.
It's probably having babies.
You alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. Who's making that noise?
Gibbo, he's making that racket.
We should be
Might be poison or something.
No, I'm gonna recommend that.
What does that mean?
Yeah, fucking emulate to your heart's content. I think it's the only thing keeping. There's so many like lost games to time as well, you know.
He freaked out. Wait for me. He's still out there.
You mean out here?
I used the PS2 one for a long
exactly
time.
What I mean.
Oh, that's just fucking brilliant.
I like that type of stuff because it's, like I said, it's like it's good old hobbyist stuff.
Listen, you'll have to get through the water tanks to get up to accommodation. and quiet like.
They've,
Go all the way up there.
they've done like leaps and bounds with the PS3 emulator as well, and that's
Stay the fuck
another
away from me, you're listening to me.
platform
It's no right,
that's
Kaz.
really lost to time as well, because Sony are a bunch of fucking morons.
Fucking careful,
So
eh?
weird. It's like we've designed this unearthly contraption and horrible fucking code that no one can ever fucking get a game off it again. The end. Half the devs who worked on it are probably long gone, you know. So they can't emulate. They're still talking about like trying to get an emulator off the ground. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get in there and close down those fucking, what was it, like RCP S3 or something like that. They all have different little code names. I hope not, because that's what Nintendo is doing. Whether people want to believe it or not, they're not trying to, you know, save the fucking copyright and save the integrity of our old games and all that. No, they're not. They're shutting down the emulators because one, they want to use it themselves to sell it back to you, and two, they don't want anyone else making money off their product. They're extremely insular. Like, I love Nintendo, but if you were to like snap your fingers in front of his face, he would wake up out of a coma, and Miyamoto would be like, is it 1993? You know, because he still thinks it's 1993. The business works that way, the game, and it's great because we get great games. Like, every Mario feels like Mario, every Zelda feels like Zelda, and thank God for it. But in a way, you're also like, when are you going to step into the light? Like, they're 3 generations behind in terms of power, which is whatever, you know, but in terms of really, oh jeez, something bad up here. They're ahead of the game when it comes to magic. Jesus, yeah. Some mutated babies, alright. Look at this thing, it's very alien. Whoa, that's like some kind of mutated hand or something. Ew. Everybody okay in there? Anyone for tea? No? Dated. Are you sure? Spot of tea? Interesting how his screen is reacting. It's kind of cool, it's like bloated, but it also looks like a whoa. This guy dead? He just had an overreaction to jumping down there. Jesus, scare me much. Mummy. Yeah, I do think, like, when it comes to PS Plus and Game Pass, there is some good to it, but it's not sustainable. Why did I come up here? Go. Why did this ladder drop? Hello? It's like a hiding spot or something. Can I do something with this? That's weird. Alright. Maybe I gotta hide from something as it passes by or something. What do you think? What's the over-under? Trust me, I've played enough horror games. Oh, you dirty bitch. Played enough horror games. I know it all. See, yeah, we'll see how this Quiet Place game is going to be like. I'm sensing how you're going to have to hold back your farts or something. What do you think? We'll see. A lot of games announced still for 2024. A lot of them don't have dates. They're all on top of each other. Why can't developers just meet up, you know? I suppose they're afraid of leaks. But if they're afraid of leaks, why don't you just go like, hey, we have a game coming out. We won't tell you what it is, but we're hoping to launch November 14th or whatever. Can we not fall on top of each other? Because right now, Nintendo just said, fuck it. And they're releasing a game nearly every week until in the fall, you know? The Mario Luigi game. I'm not really excited about the art style for that one. Like, Mario Luigi has always had kind of a so-so, you know, but these are old DS games. It just kind of is what it is. This one, ooh, but the gameplay looks absolutely phenomenal. I even like the silly name for it. It's called Brothership, you know? It's so silly, like friendship or whatever. But trust me, like, every Mario and Luigi game has been goofy. Like I said, my favorite is Bowser's Inside Story, where they shrink down and go inside Bowser's stomach and his heart and everything, and you get to play as him, and everything he does affects what's going on inside. Then there's like Dream Team, where they go asleep and they're inside their dreams. Another one's called Paper Jam, where they meet up with their Paper Mario counterparts. It's a great series. It's wonderful. I think it's actually the team that did Super Mario RPG. That was Square Enix, but what it became, you know? Whereas Paper Mario is its own thing. It's kind of cool. But they both learned from that. Okay, it looks like we might be able to mash this door open. They learned from that. Where'd the helmet go? And there's. You might have to mash it with the helmet. No, the only helmet I can't pick up. So Sibaka, and we can't do anything here. It does look like the door is gonna break through though. Maybe when I get on this elevator? Or is it? No, that's a ladder. That just to get back up? Hello? Does look like that door opens. I tend to talk and sing and do all sorts of things to try and avoid the horror games. Yeah. Holy shit. Holy shit. So yeah, it was a great to see Fantasia. I'm excited for that. Really important. It was stuck on Apple Arcade. It's one of Hironobu Sakaguchi's RPGs from Mistwalker, and he's one of the original creators of Final Fantasy, you know. One of his best games and his babish was, I think, Final Fantasy 6. One of the last he worked on was 9. And then basically he went to work on the movie at the time, which was Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, and it almost destroyed Square. You know, I think it's what caused Square to become Square Enix. They were like, we're going to have to close because this is a giant financial disaster and possibly cause the company to close, you know. It was their first movie. Now, it was ahead of its time. The story is nonsensical. It shouldn't even have been Final Fantasy, but they needed to latch on to the name. It's like set in like future sci-fi shit. Yeah. Oh, will there be something down there? Question is, how much do they tease the monster here? Like, are we gonna have something? Because we've had games that were kind of on oil rigs. Like, if you know the Monstrum games, Monstrum 1 and 2, is that what they're called? Yeah, I think so. You're kind of on an oil rig on those, you know, but you're always been chased, but that's it. Like, it's not really story or anything. It's just survive as long as you can. Oh, we have some kind of a hiding going on. I don't really like hiding in horror games. I find that a bit weak. No. I might have missed that little jump scare. Hold on. Looks like if we look directly at it, we get like the stuff up the top we can see. It's like a tumor. Gibbo. Gibbo, are you okay? I like to load the deaths. I'm weird. You guys like to do that? I load the deaths so I can see what it's like. So yeah, Fantasia, really cool, new JRPG. Coming to everything. Is he coming after me? It says don't look at me. And then it's flashing as if I am looking at him, but I don't see him. You there, boy? And yeah, he made it with a whole lot of dioramas as well, so it's really cool. So he went off to make Mistwalker then, and he made some special RPGs for Xbox exclusive. They're still kind of stuck on Xbox. Lost Odyssey, which I consider better than Final Fantasy 13. And hello? I think he's up there. So. And Blue Dragon, which was from famed director Akira Toriyama. He did Dragon Ball Z. It's great to see him back working with Square Enix and Nintendo and that. Might be a sign of him coming back. Then we got the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, which is very good. It was long rumored that it had become all three of them together. So they're being a little bit greedy there, and that is Square Enix for you. What they're doing is they're selling the third game as a $60 release. It looks nice. I don't think it looks as nice as Star Ocean Second Story, or that game looks unbelievable. Like, I think like the only game that looks on par to that is the Octopath games, which started all the 2D HD. So anyway, yeah, so they're doing Dragon Age 3, and then they're going to sell Dragon Age 1 and 2 next year, separate on their own for 60. So very, very greedy. Probably just ran out of time. Now those games I don't have much experience with. These are very old Dragon Age games. They didn't really come to anything else. Especially not Europe, you know. If we, like, my first Dragon Age is actually 8. And that was on PS2. And then 9 was on fucking DS, the Sentinels of the Sky. Nintendo was an online game. They've been talking about bringing that offline mode. Hello? Show yourself. I don't mind this little teasing and scary noises, but if you're not being chased back, that's not good. Sorry, excuse me. I had a little sneeze earlier and then just creates this snuffleupagus for the rest of the fucking stream. Sucks. It absolutely sucks. Snuffleupagus. Now he's just gone. So yeah, it was a good Nintendo Direct. It desperately needed, not a shadow drop, but just a little bit something else, a little bit of spice. That could have been Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, or the Metroid Prime, or Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's about it. Any one of them, and I would have been, oh my god, this almost trumps Xbox. But for me, that didn't trump Xbox. Most of that stuff, once again, is common to PlayStation or Xbox, and some of it's not. Some of the stuff everybody's losing their shit over, like Marvel vs. Capcom and Marvel Street Fighter and all that stuff. Yeah, great to see those back for sure. They're probably going to run like ass. This is Capcom. But they've been gone for so long. Actually, most of the ways of playing those is on Xbox, so I don't think they're getting re-released. Whoa! Looked like a big wart. The fact that this stuff is all over the screen makes me think that we gotta go. Makes me think that we're all kind of connected now. This Eldritch thing has probably put everybody on the oil rig in a hive mind. Oh my god, Twitch, can we get rid of this, please? Yeah, Sony will do a big showcase in September around the PS5 Pro, I guarantee you. And then I think Nintendo were planning on doing that. Sorry, Douglas. For the Switch 2, but I think what they'll do now is they'll copy the Switch 1. So we'll have a Switch 2 blowout January 1st, and then it'll come out March or April, depending on whatever way they see fit. So that'll give them enough time away from PS5 Pro. I don't expect much this September showcase for PS5. It's going to show things. It'll probably have like a new trailer for GTA 6. They'll want that. They'll pay for that though. That'll be like a $12 million fucking dollar exclusive kind of thing. And then Ghost of Tsushima 2. And then I would love to see either Naughty Dog's new IP or Cory Balrog's, the God of War guy's new IP. Either of those would be fine. I think Insomniac, they could have something besides Venom and all that. But we'll see. I think they're just severely pissed off after that leak and they don't really want to do anything right now. That destroys motivation. And people don't realize. This is what I was trying to say. Like, I love rumors, but that's a big difference in hacking and leaking and stuff. It's really cruel. Leaking things an hour before showcasing that is fucked up as well. It's like ruining it for everybody. I looks like I might be able to go down there. Okay, cool. Nice. You can't help but like water, horror, flashlight give you kind of Soma vibes. Even though Soma, I don't think it is rewrote anything or you know, fucking reinvented the wheel or anything. But I don't know, there was something about it. It was just something. It was kind of scratched that Bioshock itch for me, which is weird into itself. Did we just jump down from there? I think so. I don't know where the actual way. I'm probably just going up that way. I don't know, there was something about it. Really enjoyed that one. I like a good old robot existential crisis stuff. Been done to death though, huh? Alright, I don't think I need these maps too much, but we'll see. We'll see later. I wonder, can you probably finish this maybe in one stream or so. So yeah, like there's definitely things to be excited for. The industry is just going through a bit of a squeeze right now, and then it's going to release. It happens. Happens nearly every year. It's a mix of dumbass shareholders and financial quarters that to show a profit, even if it means you're killing off studios, instead of CEOs taking a salary cut. Like I think Phil Spencer should have took a salary cut. This Tango Gameworks is going to continue to haunt them. They just closed their shop, their development studio recently, and they got like a pizza party. Woo! Fuck's sake. What annoys me about it is, are we going to lose those IPs, you know, and just going to sit there forever? So stupid. That's going to hurt their reputation once again in Japan, you know. Sony's reputation in Japan is really bad too. Jesus. And some games are selling like that are blading that, you know. But everything else, like, they don't really have a Japanese studio. I think maybe Team Asobi, who's making Astrobot. That's their only Japanese game, Astrobot. That's a fucking disgrace for a Japanese company. But they become so Americanized that it's embarrassing. So Western. So that's why their new CEOs, one is Japanese and one is Herman Hulst, who's, you know, Western. He might not be American, but he's Western. Use the heater. Is this going to be important? Look at this 1970s thing. This kind of thing your gran or your granddad would have. They'd fall asleep in front of it and start a house fire. Absolutely gives Bioshock vibes. Yeah. So yeah, now we're kind of technically finished with E3/Summer Game Fest. How do you guys feel about it? It's not the same, right? It hasn't been the same since 2019. But in part in that, it's things like Sony not giving a bollocks. They haven't done a single show since then, you know? And then leaving it up to someone like Jeff Keighley, who's as false as fucking candy floss. Like, he's trying his best, but the man needs to just let the games do the talking and shut the fuck up. He's such... He's a kind of MTV dude. He reminds me of... What was that guy? TRL? Whatever the fuck that guy is. He's basically that guy. I'm so obsessed with being front and center of the camera.
Is there anyone here? Hello? If there's anybody here, fucking say something!
Fucking say something, laddie.
Fucking thing's locked.
What way does he run? And he runs like this. What the fuck is that, man? Do you see those hands? What is that? This guy doubled up as a fucking jazz musician or a jazz dancer. That phone. I'm gonna balk. Oh, I wish Pyro was here, man. He'd laugh at all these. Where's that phone? Oh, there it is. Is it even there? Jello? They recently remade Layers of Fear. I really urge people to give that a shot again. But it's become kind of memey with that child running against the wall and that.
You need to get out of there.
So yeah, the industry is doing well, but it's coming at the cost of a lot of great devs, so that infuriates me. Because Nintendo used to do that, where the CEO would take a wage hit. And then we just heard that EA CEO, that gobshite Andrew Wilson, really dumb-faced fuck, just took a lovely little nice bonus of 40 million. Can you tell me on one hand what EA has done of worth? Like what game they put out of worth? Nothing, dude. Nothing. Just the same schlock, you know? Sports, fucking football. That's it. $40 million of a bonus. It's like that dude from fucking The Big Short, you know? Ryan Gosling. He's like, yep, $20 million. He's like, I don't feel good about it, but I don't care. Yeah, fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. I'm so sad that BioWare is part of EA. I want to get them out of there quick as possible, because EA is ruining everything. They're ruining everything. People are kind of pissed about that new Dragon Age. I think it looks fine. It just needs more time in the sun. It had a horrible trailer. Like I said, fucking Marilyn Manson and stuff. What the fuck were they thinking? Nothing against that. Like, I'm a fucking 90s kid, so I love all that. I just hate the tacked on feeling. And then they give it a shitty rap remix. It's like, what the fuck is Nirvana doing in a Call of Duty fucking thing? You know, or that was the Black Ops one. Fucking Firestarter. What the fuck? Prodigy? You besmirch Prodigy with Black Ops. What's that got to do with anything? What Firestarter? What are you talking about? Driving on a quad bike. It's so infuriating. It's one thing bringing back all that stuff, but you're just trying to appease to us from the 90s. Whoa, that's so cool.
Trots.
Wow.
Is that you in there?
Yeah, this game looks awesome. Sorry I'm kind of talking about stuff. It's just the topic that's at hand. We just had a Nintendo Direct, so everybody's kind of on the come down or come up, you know? This is a great game. Like, it's on the Game Pass. Still Wakes the Deep. It's from Dear Esther, and everybody's gone to the Rapture. You know, you're going to get that psychological thriller. Yeah. Give it a shot. Give it some love.
Trots, is that you? I can't hear you, man. Open
I
the door.
can't. Look at it. This must be the conversion or something.
Trots, the door's blocked. I can't get to you.
Oh.
What's up, wee man? Are you hurt?
You don't want to go through there. Wee man.
Jesus, Trots! Trots!
I love that he's called Trots. Having the trots, I think in Scottish and in Irish anyway, is having the runs, having diarrhea. So this guy probably had diarrhea one time and now he's called Trots forever. Look at the Mother Mary and everything. Yeah, you'd be very superstitious and holy and all that. on these kind of places where there's a chance of death. Ain't no fucking plastic bit of statue painted like Mother Mary gonna save you when you're drowning. And yeah, so that looks like a conversion. That's interesting. Cool. So Eldritch stuff, right? It all starts from H.P. Lovecraft, who is an old author from the 1920s. A bit of a racist cunt, but unfortunately that's the way the world was, and it's not too far removed from that. But he made some great stories. Very, very creepy shit. And it was all about a separate higher dimension full of nasty beings. And he was obsessed with the idea of old fishing hamlets, fishing villages. And what started off, like we all know, Cthulhu, this giant, huge being, all tentacles, kind of looks like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. And yeah, they all have their own language in that, you know. There's many more. He is like a great god in Eldritch Horror, but he has lots of demigods and little beings that he controls, you know. And because they're interdimensional beings, they have all sorts of weird powers. Some of them would be about the cult, like the cult of Dagon. Dagon was one of these fish people, and it would convert people into fish people. It's really weird. So it's a lot of kind of, if you're not a fan of like deep ocean stuff, it'll definitely get under your skin. And Cthulhu would always have different cults as well. Like you might know Call of Cthulhu maybe as a game or as a book or whatever. There's many more like that. Now this one kind of looks more Cthulhu-esque. You can see that it's transforming people, that kind of light as well. That's why I say conversion. It's kind of like a hive mind as well. Yeah, Cthulhu had some serious powers. Like he would be the size of Godzilla, but yet he would just have people doing his bidding, you know. It's all kind of mind control and fuckery. But it's really great. If you love that kind of higher horror stuff, definitely awesome. Definitely a big inspiration for Stephen King coming up. He loves interdimensional monsters like Pennywise, who's like a big spider demon that goes and, you know, might look like a clown, but he's actually interdimensional creepy bastard. He loves that stuff. Most of Stephen King's monsters are like that. And they all come back to his big overarching Lord of the Rings series called The Dark Tower, which I wish we could pick up as a TV series or a proper movie or a game. I would love that. It's up there even higher for me. Than Lord of the Rings. Hello. How is this guy normal and alive?
Quick. Thank God you're alright. Jesus, what are you doing in here?
So yeah, cool. Yeah, if you ever want to pick one up, a good start is Call of Cthulhu.
People are dying, Roy. Dead.
There would be a lot of nods to
Douglas.
Yeah, islands as well. Like he loved
I don't
giving
know, it's
things
this thing.
Irish and Scottish names like Inishmouth and that.
I don't know what to believe, you know what I mean?
Like smallmouth.
I really do. I saw something out on the deck. I didn't stay to look. It just scared the shit out of me. I should barricade the door.
We can't hide, Roy. We have to get
We
off
can't
this
hide.
right the fuck now.
What, without Rennick say so?
Roy, did you hear
Who
Rennick?
cares about Rennick? He's
What, you
half
think we're
dead.
getting evacuated?
No.
He'd want everybody back at work if we were at the bottom of the North fucking Sea.
True. That's brave, smoking a cigarette when this place has been damaged. Like, what if there's gas?
The lifeboats?
What if there's oil?
Aye. You stay. Barricade the door. Let me clear a
This place will
path,
go up like
and
the
once we're
4th of
ready
July.
to go, I'll come and get you, right?
I'll be here, don't worry. Getting some extra prayers in.
We're going to need them.
Guys, you won't leave me.
I did the odd little giveaway. I've never done a giveaway of a console.
find out
I should do like a giveaway
I'm not leaving you, pal.
I wouldn't blame
one of the
you if
bigger
you did,
consoles.
mate.
I mean, you got all the food in here for a
How would I
start.
do it though?
Listen,
I tend to just do it
man upstairs
as,
on the case.
as a money thing
and I'll see you soon,
and
right?
have you buy it, right? Just easier. But these new consoles and scalpers have ruined everything like that. So you'd almost need to pre-order, because I would definitely pick up a Switch too. I've loved my Switch. The build quality is absolutely garbage, absolutely, and there's no doubt about it. All three of them are a bit shit. I just got a Series X. I've been enjoying it, but I'm just waiting for something to go, so we'll see about that. But yeah, build quality, like I'm on 3 or 4 pairs of Joy-Cons, same with PlayStation, and there's no denying it. And then just in general, like PlayStation 5, the more time I spend with it, unfortunately, I hate to say it, because I was a huge Sony fan, I still am, during the PS2 days, you know, PS1, PS2, loved it, even loved the handhelds of PSP, but then PS3, kissed my arse, they told us to fuck off and get another job, so that we could fucking pay for their shitty console. End up being a shitty console. The games on it were great. Horrible UI, horrible piece of kit. I've used them over the years and I despise it. I used to remember people showing me where they would try and upload stuff and it was just this laundry list of drop down files. It was so bad. And PS4 was a jet engine ready to take off, even though the simplest games like Fortnite and that, you're like, huh? There's no disc. And the PS5, in its improvement, I actually like the design, I like the UI, but I don't like the build quality. There's fuck all games for it. We're still stuck copying and installing and copying and installing, no matter how good your internet is. It's so strange. And then the heat dissipation is atrocious. The heat in this room, and I'll put my hand, my own desk is heating up because it's like, it's underneath the desk and has all the airflow. Everyone's always like, you don't have proper airflow. I could put this thing and throw it out of a fucking airplane and it would still heat up. It's nothing got to do with that. It's a mix of them going for liquid thermal solution on their CPU, which clearly doesn't work, and half of it's been moved to the wrong side of the CPU. And then, yeah, so it's just not fully thought out properly. So now everyone's like, let's go PS5 Pro. I'm like, bitch, I need games for the PS5 first. And then the Switch is, you know, I didn't like the Wii U, but we wouldn't have the Switch without it. It's clear as day, you know. And then the idea of docking, non-docking is genius. Like the Steam Deck has taken that idea and ran with it as well. But the issue is the Switch has this really obnoxious plastic dock that actually marks the screen after a couple of times. It then didn't have an Ethernet port for internet. That's how behind it was. This is 2017, but the technology in it is from 2013. So you have to buy this port, this extra thing you plug in for Ethernet. Now the new docks have an Ethernet port, but fuck you early adopters, right? So I had to buy that, and I went through 3 Ethernet ports before I could get one that would consistently work. But then you find out that you're only really using it for Mario Kart and Smash anyway. So yeah, their online stuff is atrocious. They don't have proper voice, but you don't want voice anyway because it's a fucking kids console. The NSO, as I said, is the worst of the 3. Like PS Plus is kind of up and down, which sucks. You have good months, bad months. And Game Pass has been very good, but almost setting a bad precedent. It's like a bad habit where everyone's trying to follow suit, and it's going to run the industry into the ground, just like Netflix did. Now, what's going to happen is you get to that point where you're going to buy all of these movie subscriptions all together. I've been saying this for fucking, like, go back and look. I've been saying this for years, but that's what's happening. You're going to have 7 or 8 of these different things. You're already going to have like Disney Plus and Max and all that, and you're going to be paying about $90 a month, and you're going to get about 6 or 7 of them together. You're going to be like, wow, I'm saving so much money. And then you realize, not 10 years ago, you were paying $80 or $90 a month for cable with the same stuff on it, movies and everything. So yeah, we're being sold digital cable. So the same thing is going to happen with Xbox, and they're already kind of trying to do that with Game Pass. They're like, do you want core? Do you want this? Just take something, please. And then PlayStation's the same as well. They all do yearly sales for their subscriptions. Like, in a perfect world, we never needed any of this. We don't need paid fucking multiplayer. It was always free. It's still free on PlayStation, on PC. So we don't need that. Next up, what's the next thing you're trying to tell me? Free-to-play games are still free-to-play. I don't need a subscription for them. Okay. Next thing. Okay, some free games of the month. Let me see. There's fucking nothing. There's shit that I've already played, or shit that you're trying to sell me, like more Destiny 2. I know you like that, but half it's free. The other half you bought already. What the fuck are you giving that shit away for? There's no need. Just so more people will play the Final Shape. The Final Shape seems to ironically be shaping up to be wonderful, and good for them. Bungie deserve that. They've had a horrible, rocky, they're on this roller coaster, but the track isn't complete, you know. Whoops, Activision gone. Whoops, Microsoft gone. Now you're stuck with Sony. Whoops, Sony wants you to make live service games for everyone else and then not be able to manage your own studio properly. So it's been rough. Bungie don't deserve that. They made some of the best FPSs of all time with Marathon, with fucking Halo, you know, and Destiny. That's not fair. Let these guys have their freedom. Leave them alone. They're not some live service fucking all-you-can-eat buffet. Stop it, you know. You finally give them a little bit of time and they got the Final Shape out. Now Sony are kind of suffering from that because they've lost about 2 years worth of development working on all those live service games. Like Last of Us Part 2 Factions, gone. Concord might survive, but I think it'll be dead before the year's out. The Twisted Metal live service game, gone. That was supposed to be a reboot with the TV show. Gone. And there's about 4 or 5 more that are also gone as well. those are kind of kept hush-hush. It's a bit of an embarrassment. Oh! I like this water effect. Anyway, speaking of underwater, when you're going to continue playing Harold Halibut. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want me to, I will. Like I said, with a lot of those indie games, depending on like how I feel, how you guys feel, it'd probably like be a one and done. Like that's what I did with like Animal Well. And the reason I do that is because either I don't have time, or as I said, if nobody's feeling it, we don't need to force it. You know, we don't need to force it. It's all good. Hey, Mr. How's it going? Hello, Bernie. Ew, look at this. Yeah, this is some convergence event. So this is kind of Cthulhu's way of, as I said, hive mind. It probably isn't actually Cthulhu. It could even be Dagon. It could be anybody. There's many different gods. It might be an original. Maybe they're not using H.P. Lovecraft at all. I wonder will the eyes open. Jesus. So you can see convergence. It's both feeding off it and adding itself to this giant amorphous blob. It might not even be a kraken or a Cthulhu monster. It's just some kind of a higher being. Honestly, it seems more alien with the pulsating. And all these effects that are going on is really cool. It seems like that poor old Kaz here is also stuck. Anytime we get close to it, that's basically that thing trying to talk to us. Oh! Jesus. Yeah, so many wonderful games. So, I mean, when it comes down to these rants, it's just me being passionate. But honestly, the only lesson you ever need to take from me is enjoy whatever you're doing in life. If you're not hurting anybody and you're happy, enjoy it, you know? Enjoy yourself, be it games, movies, fucking books, whatever it is, you know? Just enjoy those moments in life. Honestly, sometimes these days, just being alone in a little bit of quietness when everything else in the world is just noise. Sometimes that silence is golden. Looks like we might be able to go in there too. Let me have a look. See if we'll get killed. I like that there is a chance to die. Bit of corned beef. Nice. What happens there? I think these are just objects to throw, huh? We're going to be doing a little distraction. But it looks like he can't open anything with his other arm, which is clearly right there empty. A strange fish. I suppose it's to create a sense of risk and reward kind of thing. You go through here? No. So yeah, enjoy your games, whatever it is out there. Don't let anybody take that hype away from you. Just enjoy yourself. I'll give you a little rant. I'll give you a little bit of information on stuff. That's about it. As long as you're happy and supporting as best you can, that's all that matters, you know. Can I open? I like all this Scottish. This Scottish. Probably can't open this door either. There you go. That'd be a bad idea to turn the out headlight on.
Anybody in here?
We found their laundry room. That's a big ass laundry room for one oil rig, but you know, these big oil rigs could have 100+ men, you know. It's the radio, there's a locker for hiding. Ooh, that's a lot of blood. Oh, gross. Do you guys ever play any of these guys' games before? Dear Esther or Everybody's Gone to the Rapture? Ew! Oh my god! It tried to suck you in. I'm trying to think of other games. I would always kind of... There's a couple other games that fit the description, but it's not made by them, but I bet you even they get sick of people confusing. Sounds like I can hear it talking. No, do you not? No, it's just the radio. There's a lot of games like that, huh? Oh yes. Nice. These seem to be little small loading screens. Hell yeah. Don't know if you saw my earlier message, but had to download a 56 gig. Wow, that's like half the game. So it is completely busted. Xbox had an update yesterday, even though no update for console. Weird. It must be later to the party.
How am I going to get down there?
I know, like, you know, at least 50% of the bugs are going to be on PC. It's just the way it goes. It doesn't become it's not like the integrity of it, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's just there's so many puzzle pieces with PCs. You could have literally tens of thousands of different orientations and builds, you know. And then imagine trying to design a game for that. Oh, like this person has RAM from this person, and this guy has a CPU from that person. You know what I mean? That's before you even get to the GPUs. So that can really be tough. That's why PC games are buggier than console. The reason as well is consoles have, for the most part, massive standards where you have a quality assurance on the side that it's basically like, you can't release this if it crashes to the desktop immediately. Now, it used to be really important during the 360 and PS3 days because it would brick the console, you know? Effectively, you were fucked. And nowadays, it just goes back to desktop like a PC. Back in the day, you couldn't have your games crashing. They still would, but it came down to the point of like, it needs to be 99.98%, you know? Nowadays, you're like, it's fucking 50-50. So we got to finish System Shock Remake last night. Jesus, Boyd, are you okay? Get off! Oh my god. It was really, really fun. Definitely. I waited for the credits afterwards. They didn't give me stats. So they definitely gave stats on PC. So that's weird, something they left off on console. Really enjoyed the hell out of that. Really difficult. Really fun. Definitely worth a play. It's like 40, or you could find it for 30, honestly. Even physical. And I can't wait to see what they do next. Night Dive are working on The Thing. This game is actually like The Thing as well. It gives me vibes of people being converted. Are they friends? Are they real? You know, I can't wait. So The Thing game is from PS2 and Xbox original. It's really, really fun. It's about an alien that crash lands in like Alaska or Antarctica, and you've got this cool fucking mining crew that's chilling there. You know, it's an old Kurt Russell classic, and really, really cool. It was done with amazing special effects from Richard Button, who just creates mind-bending monsters, all physical. Like this is puppetry. This is like using real fucking flesh and blood and all that kind of stuff. Really amazing, just wonderful. And as much as it was about like flamethrowers and guns and that, it was really about the paranoia of your own team members. Could you figure out who was real and who was an alien trying to kill you? It's just, yeah, it's wonderful. I think the alien in Thing is actually better than the alien in Alien. I love the alien. I love the xenomorph. Wonderful. Like, people look at the design of the little mouth and they're like, that's cool, but he is so much more. Like, his skull is armored, his blood is acid. You can use the skull as a shield, and the acid won't work on their own skin, so they don't kill each other, you know? But there's a point where they actually were freeing the queen, and they would kill each other on purpose, stabbing each other and killing each other, so the acid would burn away at her. So they have a crazy hive mind kind of thing going on. But in The Thing, this thing is just a huge sentient alien organism. Like, there's a bit where he's trying to resuscitate a guy with the defibrillator, you know, he's like, beep, 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 it's not working. And on the third attempt, this guy is a dead alien, for fuck's sake, you know. On the third attempt, the whole chest opens up with teeth and swallows the guy whole. He bites off his arms, he's like, oh fuck, and then it eats him. Then later on, there's a guy where they shoot his body, and his body like explodes nearly, and his head bursts out, and all these spider tentacles come off his head. And then later on, very famous, is the dog. Everyone loves the dog. It's the dog alien. It's all that's got left of the dog is the face, but then there's like a human face and everything, so it's trying to change it. Yeah, go look at The Thing if you haven't. So yeah, the game was based on that, but the game really focused on squad-based shooting and paranoia. So you had a squad. It was still single player. We're talking about original Xbox and PS2, you know. And yeah, you would control your squad, and every time you'd reload, one of the other ones would be the aliens, which is a fucking really cool idea. So I'm glad that's going back. Night Dive are doing so many cool things. Keep an eye on those guys. Just a couple of really passionate devs that are working basically on remakes and ports. Let's be honest, like, none of these are original, but they might as well be, because like that system, oh my god, that System Shock looked amazing. I get down to the lights. Alright, light boats for me. A back bling is changed in the update. Oh man, there's so much broken out. It's almost laughable. Like, fucking Dynamite grabbed oh jeez, look at that. That was weird. The yellow, it didn't load the thing. The yellow marker is supposed to show you where to go. But yeah, Dynamite got a good clip, and it was like, instead of Ride the Lightning in Fortnite, it was Swimming Lightning. Fucking hilarious and stupid sin. At that point, I was just done in general. Yeah, it's been a really bad update, unfortunately. It sucks, huh? Like, the Metallica stuff, there's a bit of work put into it, so good for them, but it's garbage. Buggy, garbage. Alright, you're supposed to do this, right? Hello? Something's wrong here. There you go. There you, well done! Well done, yeah. Fucking yes! Can we please, for the love of Christ? I'll pay extra for video games if you just do some fucking bug fixing. Jump, wee laddie! Why didn't he do that before? He does cool light bulbs. I don't know about you, like, no matter how safe you are, I would not like to release that into the water from there. You're talking about clearly a couple of 100 feet. Mother of Christ, that would hurt. Alright, grip after you jump. I don't know why he runs like that. I don't know. What do you do? There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Christ! I like the way he doesn't just do a dumb balance and stuff. He actually walks on his knees across boards. That's exactly what you should do. So your center of mass is exactly where it should be, in the center. Yeah. Damn, yeah, geez, 56 gigs, dude. That's insane. Will it fix stuff? And here's the thing, I really love this season up until that point. Like, the Ride the Lightning's too much. Like, one or the other, please. But I really love this season. I know, like, Ninja and all these ilk are pissed babies giving out, but it's just, like, come off the boringness of the Zeus stuff and the wings that no one used anymore. It got really stale, right? Even the Avatar stuff got stale. This feels like pure chaos, and this is the one thing that none of the others can do. Apex can't do this. Warzone can't even do that, you know? So that kind of chaos, even if the cars are OP and they're broken and there's certain things are all fucked up, I get it. But trust me, man, it's pure chaos. And at any one time, it's like, the whole thing is like 2 or 3 months, tops. If you're really pissy, it's not that big a deal. Alright, we know we're not going to get off this fucking lifeboat that easy.
Okay, right. Looks easy enough.
Remove safety pins from the arm cradles. Mind you of going to like a cheap, this is going to hit us in the head. It reminds you of going to a cheap like British or Irish fun fair where it's like, sit down, you better sit down, and if you don't sit down, then you get sent flying. It's always so funny. Oh yeah. And then we'll have like OG coming up and Marvel, so yeah, like fucking love and hate relationship will always continue with that thing. It's ready to go. But yeah, that is so buggy. When you see the bugs, you're like, oh, that's crazy. Oh well, carry on. When you experience the bugs, some will just make you laugh out loud. You're like, fine. You get into that kind of second, third place, and you get done out like a bug, like that happened. I don't know about you, but ooh, Jesus, that gets under your collar because it's out of your control. You can't laugh at that point. You're flabbergasted and pissed at the same time. Jesus, what is this? The Titanic? Fucking fuck. Now, if he wasn't such a pansy, he could try and get to a lower level and jump in and try and get to it, but because there's so much debris, really bad storm and choppy waves, you get washed away. You'd never even get to it. You could even just end up landing on it, and then that's the other problem as well. Like, these lifeboats are quite contained. Some of them are even able to survive submerged, so it's not a matter of just getting to the lifeboat. There's a good chance that you wouldn't be able to open it anyway. It might be like one of those kind of you know, circular ports or something, which are very hard to open. Something that has to be done on land beforehand. Hello? You know it's gonna ring when we come up here. Let's see I'm liking this so far, you know, it's a little bit more tense than their usual. There we go. I haven't played it, I swear. It's just, you play one, you play them all. I'm sorry. Number 3.
Who's that?
Reddick. I wish he died. Why is the boss always the guy who survives?
It's gone. It's just fell off into the fucking sea.
You must have done it wrong.
Fuck off, Rennick. You built this fucking thing, not me.
Yeah.
Who's with you?
Roy's in the canteen. Finlay and Brody are alive.
Are they?
To me, McClary.
No one's
Get your
alive.
ass up to the chopper pad. Bring anyone else you can find.
Yeah, he's gonna escape on the chopper and leave everyone to die.
This stuff all over the bearer.
I can't get back out. There's a safety door. The railings are all gone.
For
Can you open
God's
it?
sake, do I have to tell you how to do everything? Give the door a tidy kick at the bottom. And
Right.
it'll open right enough.
See, there you
What
go.
about you?
Just concentrate on getting to the pad. Don't worry about me.
All I think was added the combat AR and vaulted the war
Does this
force.
mean we're okay?
That's
like,
random.
they have
Which one's the
feelings?
combat AR? Is that the Scar? No.
And when you get back, fuck off again. I'd be happy to see you drown, but I'm not having your
Updated
place on my
accounts.
fucking
Okay.
record.
I'm at a buffet today. Nice. What kind of buffet? Chinese or something? Or normal, everyday buffet. I watched some of those online, the American ones. Crazy. Some of those big gas stations and stuff. Oh my god, they have like showers, cinemas, malls inside of a gas station. crazy. There you go.
Bastard.
Of course he's a cheap bastard. Of course he is. It's a 1970s oil rig. These things barely held together. Do not obstruct doorway. Immediately obstructs the fucking doorway. Yeah, lots of great games out there. Now, Nintendo just did something in that direct that I didn't think anyone would do. It's like 5 back-to-back RPGs. And I mean like full-fledged RPGs. I have a disdain, and it's just too much, of these RPGs, if you want to call them. They're fucking farming sims. I am done with them. I'm sorry. If you love them, that's fine. Play what you like. But I can't do it anymore. I can't. It's so annoying. Why does every RPG have to have farming in it? Fuck off. Like, they're all trying to be Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing. Those games are right there. People are still playing them. I don't need 70,000 fucking more of them. It drives me up the wall. It really does. I think a lot of developers are like cutting their teeth. Oh, is this some kind of maze? What? Did I come this way? Yeah, they're like cutting their teeth with these things. The same with like so many Souls-likes and so many Metroidvanias. But for fuck's sake. Like Harvestella, and now you have this another one out now. It's called Farming Gear or something. You can tell it's named exactly that stupid fucking shit. Nice job on the fire. Do you know how hard it is to render fire in a game? Almost as hard as it is to render water. You might ask yourself, like, what are you talking about? We fire and water in every game. Look closely. Sometimes it's a 2D sprite, or the water is just a one animated GIF kind of thing. Back in the day, people would create actual giant engines just for water and fire. And then they would license that stuff out. Like the very famous physics engine from an Irish company called Havoc. They made millions. I mean, they use it a little bit here and there, but just this guy's a chatty little prick, isn't he? Off the phone, huh? You love Vodafone getting on. Who was it back then? BT, yeah? BT. BT, are they still around?
What's going on?
I need help. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, so out of all those RPGs, like, there was so many. I was like, nah, no, sorry, no, fuck it, sorry, no. But all the ones being brought back, I was like, hell yeah. Everybody's like hungry whores for the tactic games. I'll tell you one thing, that's something that in my later years I should be loving more. I actually don't. I'm the opposite. I really loved the Marvel Midnight Suns, but that was card tactics, I suppose. But no, the turn-based, grid-based tactics cactus. Too busy thinking of Fortnite. It's just not for me. I like it. I will play Final Fantasy Tactics if it comes back, because they are just great stories as well. But it is kind of a turn-based thing, but it's grid-based, and just gets on my tidy-whities after a while. When it comes to streaming and me being a bit older and that, and I'm halfway into 10 different topics and sentences, you're not allowed break concentration once. Yeah, remember like what was the other ones? What Remains of Edith Finch and The Unfinished Swan. I don't think, did they make those games too? I don't think so. I think everybody just kind of accidentally says it's from them. No, yeah, see, Unfinished Swan was Giant Sparrow. Poor bastards. And then I think Edith Finch might have been Giant Sparrow as well. It was, yeah. So they get confused with these guys. They're not the same developer. If anything, I think it might have been the same developer and they split off. Reminds me of like the whole Dying Light, Dead Island. They were the same company. They split off. Now it's 2 zombie games. Yeah, we have a distinct lack of zombie games that came out and were announced. I really wanted like Dead Rising. We got State of Decay 3. That's it. I don't think there was anything else really. That's fucking sad, man. We need zombies more than ever. Because to me they're their own genre, just like space games. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm glad these guys are still kicking ass. I hope this game is hugely successful for them. Look at us. Here's our silhouette. We got a little hard hat and our light on. We got a bit of a mullet going on. Very good. But something tells me, I think he doesn't look like it, but the fact that this thing is kind of communicating with us with all that weird burning film and pustules around the screen, I think this guy might be infected somewhere in his body, like maybe a little tiny pod on his leg or something. It'd be cool if he was itchying himself halfway through the game or something. Watch, when I get close to this, all this stuff comes around the screen. See? It's like those old burning film. It's really great effect. That's not what's going on here.
I need to go around somehow.
It also could just be it trying to communicate with us. Creepy, look at it. Like, it might look like just blood or some kind of gooey nonsense inside of it, but you can tell it's slowly changing color, kind of like how an octopus would, but it's an octopus on an interdimensional. So this thing is actually trying to communicate with us. It's just we don't know its language, that's all. But it doesn't stop it from like feeding off us and everybody aboard this poor little oil rig. Aha, I see you. Nice. Also back bling. Yeah, do you think the back bling will be like part of like thank you for putting up with our shit as usual. DPG, how's it going? Hello. How you doing today, sir? Playing this new horror game, Still Wakes the Deep, and it is set. Oh, look at that in there. Set on a 1970s Scottish oil rig. Very cool so far, you know. It's made by the guys who made Everyone's Gone to the Rapture and Dear Esther. So it's kind of, you know, psychological thriller is the nicest way of putting it. It's an eldritch horror. So think Cthulhu. I know you like your Godzillas and that, but even they kind of took, oh Jesus, a little bit of a nod from all this, you know. The Godzilla stuff started in the 1950s, and the whole thing was based on what America had done in World War II. Oh my God! He's doing his laundry. Ew. Jesus, look at that. It's like a leg there. It's like multiple people. It's so weird. It's like the brain remembers doing laundry. Yeah. So that was the idea of Godzilla. It was meant to be a word of warning after dropping the bombs. And most of the Japanese Godzillas would indiscriminately kill Japanese people and destroy the city. That was the idea. He was just this unbelievable force of nature, and he's a representation of America dropping the bombs, you know. Like, this is what you caused, this is the hell you wrought. And put all trots. Now he's got the trots, now he shot himself. And then as time goes on, they're like, okay, we don't need this thing to keep killing people. It's not really fair, it's not fun anymore. So that's where the monsters started to come in, but I didn't do that. Are you there, trots? Time for a little hidey hole. He doesn't want to check his laundry. Let's see, can we die to trots?
What the fuck?
Leave him alone. I want to see, can we actually die to him? Here we go. Is that it? Ah. I was just going through all of his memories, see? That would have been much cooler, dare I say. I like a good old gory death, you know? I liked when Little Pig got you in Outlast.
What the fuck?
Look at him go, Billy. He's got like dangleberries like a dog. Why is he running so slow all of a sudden? Ugh!
Jesus Christ, that was close.
This guy's still in here?
Okay. Right. Roy! He's blocked the door.
Highest gross movie.
Freezer.
Came typewriter. Nice. Yeah, I'm so glad. I want all that stuff to do well, you know? Same with it's a pity about Furiosa. I want those movies to do well. I think the cinema's just slowly dying. I don't want to
go down those fucking stairs.
What the hell is going on?
Trots.
Probably smoking the same cigarette.
I think it was trots.
Didn't even eat till
It's just fucking horrible, whatever it is. Just stay in here and keep quiet.
Did you get to the lifeboats?
Yeah.
Fuck.
knows if they ever work, but they definitely don't.
Hope we can hear the
fucking work well.
dialogue, okay?
I had a wee chat with Rennick about it while I was at
You know
there.
how these
How
games
did that
are.
go?
It's like,
Badly.
whisper quiet.
The cunt still reckons we should get to the bird.
You think?
You got a better idea?
Cuz, mate, I'm not going to make it over the deck. I'm not feeling so good, pal.
Oh no.
I think I need my insulin.
What?
Oh shit, he's
Fucking
diabetic.
kidding, Roy. Now?
Oh, I'm sorry to inconvenience you, Mr. Bloody Fit and Healthy. I tell you what, I'll have a little chat with my pancreas, shall I, and tell it to pull its socks up.
All right, fuck's sake.
Why didn't you keep it on you?
Do you know, just
should
eat some fucking
strap it
jam
to
or
your body.
something?
Oh, bloody hell, the man's a medical genius. I'll get on the blower to Dr. fucking Spock and tell him not to panic. We've solved diabetes here.
It's fucking
of jam.
McCoy. No Spock. He was the pointy-eared cunt.
He was.
You think you can manage to
He
get to
was
the
this pointy-eared cunt.
Some in there, aye?
It's the 70s.
I'll
She
get to the
is.
helipad.
Star Trek.
Make sure that cunt doesn't try leaving without you.
All right. I'm not useless. I can get there.
No.
Listen,
See, we're popping off.
when you
Cheap
get to the
until
chopper,
Fahrenheit
I'll achieve to radio in the
0451.
support
Nice.
ship. We need all the
That's a
fucking help
nod
we
to
can get,
Immersive
cuz.
Sims
All right.
0451.
Just be careful, okay? My girls need their godfather in one piece.
Yeah, so I'm excited for Mario and Luigi. It looks a little more open, and it's like you have to use both of them at the same time. It's good. Like, that's probably the first Mario and Luigi outside of, God, the original. Maybe that's on, like, they were all on handheld. So we're seeing a lot of handheld, even 3DS stuff coming back to the Switch and that, which is good for hollowing out, you know, maybe a drier year. And they've long since said that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are ready to go. Like, they always have things like that. It's like, oh, it's a year and a half. Here we go. We have this, we have that, you know. And Nintendo do that. Sony kind of do that as well a little bit. Whereas Xbox are like, oh, be fucking Jesus, please just get something out, you know. But they're doing a bit better now. They just need to, like, people are saying nearly every game they showed outside of the 2024 games are ready for 2025. I'm like, you don't need to do that. You need to chill out, you know. That's like fucking 15 games. If they can, honestly, I'd be happy with 3 or 4 big games from them a year.
I can't get to the helipad this way. I can't get to the hel.
I can't. Alright. Guess we're going back through the freezer. Such a weird way of running.
No way through.
Can't go upstairs. Must have to go out and then go back up. Yeah. Okay. Damn it! I keep fucking sending me keyboard flying. Yeah. So for this holiday, we're gonna have 3 or even 4 big, massive Western RPGs. Have you guys any interest in any? We'll have Dragon Age, Veilguard. I'm gonna continue to call them Veilguard or Dreadwolf. We'll have Avowed, which now we found out you can play in 3rd person. That really does change things a lot. It also has this. It keeps giving me like Harry Potter vibes. Avowed, because you can have this wand and a spell book, and then later on you can dual wield the wands. Be like pew pew. So I don't know, man. It might scratch that weird itch right there. Cool. Yeah, that could be fucking cool. What was the other one? I can't remember now. Your fucking brain. I'm looking at this dead seagull. Shit, there was another big one. Can't fucking remember now. Son of a bitch! Ah, fuck it, I'll think of it later. But yeah, a lot of big games, and a lot of these are going to try and... Oh yeah, it was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. God damn it, Cyber, don't forget that one. A lot of these games are releasing on top of each other, and it's like, please stop. So, as much as people are like fucking pissed at Xbox, like, where's the fucking release dates, blah, blah, blah. Everything was 2024, 2025. I think they were doing it on purpose because everybody's on top of each other. But why these devs can't just speak to each other? Just say, like, we have a game coming out now, we want to launch it there, when's yours launching?
I don't like the sound of that.
That's all I need to know.
Whatever it is.
It's the helicopter.
Cross to the bird.
Of course, this is all
Barely
foggy.
see the lift
This
to get
fog
there with this
may
fog.
actually be caused by this monster. And it may be, that might be the interdimensional rift in the fog. Think of Stephen King's The Mist, or the actual classic movie The Fog.
In case I wasn't clear enough the first time, that means get
Sounds cool. It's like whale noise.
It's your responsibility to get there and
Your...
leave it with or without you. So move it.
Yeah, the original classic, The Fog, was more about monsters and demons and pirate monsters, honestly. It was still a classic in its own right. I think we need maybe fire extinguisher. And then The Mist was... Oh, what a crazy, dumb kind of story that is. It's another one of those things where Stephen King was never quite happy with things, so every time there'd be a show, it'd have a slightly different story. Movie, slightly different story than the book, you know. That was cool. That one was interdimensional mist. It was kind of killing people, but it would release these almost alien dinosaurs. It's the only word for it. Ginormous brontosaurus alien things. Then obviously there was the little babies and stuff as well. It's really cool. The fucked up thing about The Mist was most of the story takes place in a shop, like a Walmart, you know, without the name. And all these people start kind of going at each other, sending people out to die, is going to resort to cannibalism, all this kind of stuff, you know. So it's more about that. He does like a good human story. At the end, like, kind of changed the story around, but it's just one of those batshit insane endings / bad endings, a typical Stephen King thing, where the man just can't get an ending properly. It's one of the... honestly, even just look up The Mist ending.
Sunil.
You'll see, you're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck happened here?
No, no, no!
Whoa!
Dobby.
That might still be
Christ almighty.
Trots. No leaving weird. Yeah, that might be that amorphous blob is just getting stronger and stronger. What are you doing
Up
here?
there, that thing will see you. That thing.
The Thing. Yeah, it's very much like The Thing, honestly. Just a giant
Jesus.
sentient blob eating an amalgamation, they like to call it.
Christ. I don't understand, Kaz. Listen, we have to get to the helipad, alright?
So yeah, I would like these games to try and take at least a week beside each other. I think one is announced on the 14th of November, and now we have another one on the 15th.
There's nothing we can do but leave.
Who does that?
Save who we can.
Most Nintendos, they've announced like a week or two between them.
Lift. He won't let anyone leave.
Then we need to get
Sony's
past
will
him.
be a bit dry. Honestly, it's fine.
Didn't he be a hero
They'll
for
go
years,
hard
right?
next
And don't let
year.
him hear you.
But they've kind of stick to
See ya,
one
Lord.
big game or two big games a year, you know, and everybody's been okay with that because they're kind of money hatting the third party stuff, you know, the Rise of the Roans and the Stellar Blades. And it's clever, you know. Wow. Look at that. That actually is a face right there. It kind of looks like a crab too. See, it might be, even though it's alien, it's trying to take on human form and crab form. Wow. That is special. You fucking eating me, bitch. Get in there, boy. Get in! He just fucking got back out. Holy shit. Yeah, it's... Oh, we actually have to hide from this. Wow. There's like another piece of it. It still has a bit of the mind of Muir or whatever their name is. How are we gonna hide from this thing? That is shocking. Cool. Cool game. Glad we finally get to see a monster. I love the way these little weird feelers or these suckers are there to eat us. Go! Hey! And then you got that like Scottish. Can't throw that. I like how the human mind is trying to make sense of it. I love that.
Running away
Wow. How did you not turn around and see me? Looks like we may have to just run for it. What do you reckon? I wish this guy didn't run like a fucking pansy. Run! I know you do. Oh, he just tossed it. Hello? I know there's a lot of people that you can probably look at the entire lineup of games announced and go, there's nothing I want. And I understand that. But that's where I think things like Game Pass shines. Where, yeah, maybe you don't, you know, maybe there isn't something you want. But then you're gonna find cool things thanks to that, you know. And the way I look at it is a Netflix situation, but it has that potential to basically feed all these indie devs, you hope, you know, give them a nice check, and then we get to play something we might not have played just because it's on Game Pass, you know. Take another crab's treasure, and then if it's something I know I'm going to play anyway, then that is absolutely fucking winning the lottery for me. Like something like this I might have saved for Halloween or seen how it checked out. Like I'm a little bit more apprehensive with horror games these days because horror is so loose. It's loose like your mother's bowels.
There's a lift.
And I'm like, what the fuck does horror mean anymore, you know?
Locked.
And then we are in the throes of remake everything, you know? Which is fine, you know, some things do deserve it, but are we losing everything else in the midst, you know? We'll see. Resident Evil's been doing a great job. I want to see if this Silent Hill turns out to be a dud, this Silent Hill 2 remake. That is going to put a big lump of shit right into things. So it looks like Glow in the Dark wasn't enough. They're doing a Clock Tower remaster, not a remake. Clock Tower is one of the OGs as well, but it's point and click horror. But it's very, very beautiful. It's got this kind of a dollhouse aesthetic, really creepy stuff, and just wonderful, wonderful enemy. The Scissors Man, which it's not like, you don't take a genius to understand, but yeah, it's a man with a giant pair of scissors. Gonna chop your head off. Really, really great for its time. As with most things, it just got confused. I think with Alone in the Dark, might have come out at a bad time. I don't know. Like I know, in fairness, now I didn't buy it. I can't talk too much, but that's because I plan on playing it for Halloween, and I still do.
Can you get out?
I think that'd be a nice little way of breaking things up. Everyone has played it, and I've watched some of it. Like, it seems like a really clever idea. Multiple playthroughs, different perspectives.
Are those the hoist controls behind
the issue, I think, is they might have overstepped by getting a celebrity in there, and that can really destroy your budget. Someone like that guy, he's in like fucking Marvel, Thunderbolts and Stranger Things and that. I bet you, like, his fees are probably in the millions, you know? Like, because that's likeness and voice. That's like 2 paychecks. People don't realize that. So yeah, we'll have to see. I hate that, because that's gonna make you think you never want Alone in the Dark again. Alone in the Dark's biggest problem is it has a vicious identity problem, you know? And what that means is that between each game, it looks different, it's set in a different place, it's actually different gameplay, everything, you know? The last Alone in the Dark we got before this one was during the Xbox 360 days, and it was some kind of a angry fucking Constantine Lucifer game, you know? It didn't know what it wanted. I actually love that game. I know it sounds crazy, because it is destroyed. Everybody who's played it thinks it's a piece of shit. I like it. I like it a lot. I think at that time it was just called Alone in the Dark as well. And the basic premise is you've got you've got melee combat, and it's kind of all awkward like most things were back then. But it had a really cool mechanic that all your inventory was in your jacket pockets. So you would open this jacket pocket up, you'd have all your inventory here, and that was just a small thing. And then a lot of it was you would have your usual crafting suspects that everyone's probably sick of now. So you're like your cloth and your gasoline and all this other stuff, you know. But you would use that to make like little weapons out of it. So like you'd have like a spray bottle or something. I don't think you can do anything here, do you? You could blow the fire on things or make Molotov cocktails. But then there was driving sections. They were pretty rough. The whole game was so... It would force like cinematic things down your throat. It was all set in New York as well. There was bits where like the buildings were falling over and all this. I really like it. It's a product of the mid-2000s where everything was trying to be a Tom Cruise vehicle, you know. I like it. Some good music. They had the mystery of the Bulgarian voices, which are this incredible choir, very angelic and creepy and hypnotic at the same time. But yeah, I like that. That game was slated, it was destroyed, so you're coming off the back of that. That whole series then went dormant for 15 years until that game came out this year. And then, sadly, it seems that wasn't good enough. That thing's so weird. Looks like he's looking directly at me. Did I or did I not throw that thing over there? Go over there and check it out, you bastard. Oh no, it made the noise here. Come on, move, do something. He's just gonna catch me as soon as I leave. Yeah. I wonder can he get us in here, probably.
Poor bastard.
Is there an elevator somewhere?
Nah, that's not it.
Huh? Oh, is it like a forklift? What's it powering?
That's loud. Go on, Ennis.
No, don't go under there. Anyway, yeah, it sucks. I don't want any of these kind of licenses to go away. I hope the Blumhouse stuff creates a nice, healthy resurgence and stuff. Right now, it does feel like just a bit of indie love, you know. Just a bit of indie love. It's weird. Once we hit 40, we have low testosterone. Is that true? Who said that? Who said that? That was close. Oh no. Oh Christ. Please, please, please. No, I'm so sorry, buddy. No one survives. Might be better to close that door a bit better. I think men are losing their testosterone a lot younger than that, Bernie. It's got to do with what we're eating. More sedentary lifestyles as well. Hence why a lot of them are losing their hair and getting fatter, and half of them can't keep it up, so they're looking online for weird solutions like testosterone replacement therapy. Worst thing that ever happened to lads. You'd be honestly at that point you'd be better off taking a bit of estrogen. It wouldn't make you turn into a woman or feel like a woman, but it might balance things out a bit.
You told them to come!
Look, he's leaving without us. What a scumbag. As if we didn't know that was going to happen.
Leave it! Now!
Ah, yes. The modern video games, if it's not yellow or white pointing the way, there's actually an accessibility option to reduce all those if you want. Why are you spending time reducing them? Cool. Fuck you, Reddick. Scumbag. He's gonna get killed anyway, watch. This thing's gonna grab it. Is it? Is it? Wow. Oh, is he coming back?
Jesus Christ! Can't he fucking die here? Christ. Seriously.
Looks like he's turning or moving. Do you see that? Look, 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 look.
Come back!
He's not coming back for you. He's gonna crash. He's fucking crashing, dude. Holy shit. What happened? Could he not make it out? Maybe somebody died in the plane. In the helicopter, you know? Turned. Something happened there. Either was blocked by the weather. See, this is off the coast of Scotland, but it seems pretty normal. But you go north enough in Scotland, you're closer to the fucking Arctic, you know?
You seriously think if you leave the country, this will all just blow over?
No one's going to chase me out into the middle of the North Sea.
My mum always said I'd married beneath me, Kaz.
So what happened? Is he on the run from the coppers?
Smarter than this.
I'm fucking doing my best.
No, you're not doing your best. What do you know about oil rigs, you roaster?
Good with the leg.
Roast.
Terrace houses, cars, flats, maybe a shop. If you're feeling adventurous.
The leckies, the electricians.
He said I'm up to the job.
Oh, for God's sake. Roy's a cook.
He's a chef.
He's a cook.
It's just
He's
for
a
a few
cook.
weeks. We'll just let it cool down a bit. Then I'll call Billy Chamberlain and have a word. Talk him into dropping the charges.
If you run the police, I'll give you the jail for sure.
Oh, it looks like he might get into a fight. Did he kill someone?
When are you leaving?
Tomorrow morning.
You are shitting.
I love this live
It's the girls'
action
concert.
that they're
I'm fucking
bleeding
Scottish.
into it.
What
It's
do you want
wonderful.
I'm
It's
just
like
saying
old
it's
films. It's just wonderful.
If you leave us,
Done such a
you
good
and
job
you
on
go,
70s UK as well.
and we
That
are
fucking wallpaper, your nan's carpet as a wallpaper. And those old curtains, man, the velvet curtains, you could smell them. It would be cigarettes and fucking dust. That's all it is.
I'm here.
They did a great job. UK and Ireland, we're not that different from each other. That's why I always hated that there was so much
Losing my mind.
hatred. They're still pushing for unification these days, which is madness. But anyway, like I said, if we ever did get the North back, it would cripple our economy, you know? Conversion, everything else. And that's not the only reason, obviously. And then you'd have countless generations of hatred that would not want to be unified. So after being unified, it would lead to riots and bombings and stuff again. Why does he run like that? You're a fucking tap dancer doing jazz hands. Have you ever ran before? Your arms are at your side or behind you, really. Not even with the Naruto running, but trust me, the only time you're putting your hands up like that is if you're fucking falling like ice skating or something, you know? But yeah, the testosterone, they've proven this, like, it's got to do with a lot of our diets, a lot of people's chicken, all the fast food, because all of those are being bred down. They're basically mutated chickens. It's sad to say, but it is. And not even just any meat at all. They are completely, and they're full of pesticides and everything. So a lot of them are, you know, mutated to be like flightless birds or different. So a lot of them are injected with more estrogen and that. Even the mothers of these things have more estrogen than that, so they can produce more, you know. Even chickens laying eggs. It's not normal for them to produce that many. So yeah, you have that thing going on. So then we eat this goes down the food chain, we eat it. Yes, it's tasty, but it's meant to be in moderation. But ask the average fast food enjoyer about moderation.
Fucking kid now.
So you're pumping your body full of
Cheap bastards.
estrogen and hormones and pesticides on a microscopic level, and then it fucks with your body.
Hello? Shit.
It's even like how we put on weight is all fucked up now as well through MSGs, you know. It's not just calories, it's how we dissolve fat and burn fat. It's like an 80s wet dream. It's so different now.
I'm not going down there again. Fucking Gibble.
Gibble.
If the lecky cuts out, you won't have a choice.
You go and do it.
Not Kaz, I'm busy.
Yeah, I was thinking there might be a little backtrack, and it is just one oil rig.
Jenny's. Right. Brody.
The subtitles don't help things because you're translating as well as subtitling. Just Jennies or generators. Yeah. this more, let's see, this might be a little... We got here.
No wonder Rennick was raging.
Rennick. Oh, the police were looking for him, was it? The Duke. Yeah. Wow, no wonder he's pissed at him. So the police sent a letter here looking for him. Well, the serious assault. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, typical bar brawl, but you see, when people could end up with someone dead, you know. Corporation of killing this individual. So someone must have snitched that he ran off to the oil rig. But I mean, honestly, he's not going to do any harm in an oil rig, so we'll just leave them alone. Martin O'Hagan. Nice. I'm thinking, because of the whole psychological thriller nature of it, thinking some of this stuff, like why would that just be placed there, and his memories and that, I'm thinking some of it is just mindfuckery, you know. We do like a good bit of mindfuckery. Oh, it looks like we're going down to mess with the generators. The phone ringing again! Ah, lads, you're more popular than fucking anything.
It's Kaz, who's this?
Oh god. Davros, not Stavros. So yeah, that might be a sign of evolution and our diets and that. Because men can still have babies in their 70s.
Can you hear me? Hello?
As long as they're not firing blanks. Whereas ladies, God bless them, they have such a bad... I don't know, Mother Nature is like a cruel joke on them, I don't know why. They are the givers of life, so we could just be spunking into a sock, it's not going to do anything. Women are the givers of life, but we're both needed, you know. One's the fucking cake mix and the other's the oven, right? So you're not going to make anything without the other. But people don't like to think about that. But yeah, ladies got such a bad... They are the givers of life, but they got a bad rap. They have this monthly horrible thing that they have to go through. It might be beautiful for the birth of life, but it's painful. It's a big inconvenience and has so much social implications as well, where you can't just be yourself. You have to make sure you have to have things in your purse and make sure you know what the bathroom is in case and all that. And then obviously giving birth as well. No matter how far science has gone and medicine has gone, the act of giving birth is still a modern miracle.
Anyone in here?
More phones. Like anything can happen, anything can go wrong. There really isn't too much the doctors can do.
Here.
You really have to just let nature take its course. Then they also have a limited amount of time that they can have children. So during their 20s and early 30s, it's like that's the prime. That's when your body's like, you gotta do it. And the biological clock starts ticking. It's horrible. It's not fair. I get it. I see a lot of women having kids in their 40s, so it's not that big a deal, but just you run the risk of other things happening. But dudes are just like, yeah, I can just keep on spunking till my days are done. No, that's just not fucking fair. We are just a fucking hand sanitizer dispenser. So yeah, with the testosterone and stuff. What report did that come from? Huh? It must be a fire extinguisher there I walked by. Yeah. Interesting though, but yeah, times have definitely changed. I'm not like Mr. Anti-fast food. I enjoy it. I love KFC. KFC in Europe is banging. Might be shit in the US as far as I've been told, but pretty banging over here. But I have that stuff once in a very blue moon, you know. God, maybe a couple of times a year tops. Would I have it more if it was easier access to me? Honestly, I probably would. So I get that. I understand the addictive nature of fast food, but it's made that way. MSG, salts and sugars, gravies, anything that's addictive. Salt, sweat, sugar on your ass, mom. So yeah, I understand, but we gotta stop using everything as a crutch. Alcohol and drugs, food. We gotta solve our problems, you know. It starts with things like free mental health care. I wish they would. I wish some of my tax-paying dollars would go to things like that.
On Tuesday, December the 20th.
Free mental health care.
What the fuck happened in
Help
here?
these people.
First gale warning.
Any addiction
There are
starts
warnings
at
of
home,
severe gales in
starts
Fair
with
Isle,
trauma.
Hebrides, Bailey, Fell, Viking.
The body is like a crazy little makeup of things, you know. Anything can happen. Anything can offset it.
Hello?
We were talking about this before, remember? Talked about how men and women are a beautiful balance of both testosterone and estrogen. It's just made up of our DNA, and some people have more of one or less than one, and it makes them maybe more feminine inclined or male inclined, and it doesn't matter. It's all good. That's why people can start to stuff. Oh god, he's back. Let go of me. Oh my god, it's a giant head. Whoa, that's Rennick. That's your old boss. Wow. Go, go, go. Go, you fucking Sasquatch. He's coming. He's coming, lad. Run. Keep on going. Jesus. That's what happens when you ask your boss for a raise. Go away, go away. Oh, I think we got away. Whew, I like that looking backwards. Look how beautiful this is. See, they're trying to show you the beauty in this weird alien thing. Honestly, you might as well call it. It might not be an alien in the traditional sense, but if it's like Eldridge, it's more interdimensional. Would you call an interdimensional thing like something from another dimension? Would you call it alien? It's alien in the sense of unknown alien, but not as we see it as an extraterrestrial. But I think interdimensional can be extraterrestrial. That's all it means. Terrestrial means us on Earth. Extraterrestrial means everything outside that. And that, I suppose, does count for interdimensional beings. I don't think that's what this is going to be, even. I think it's going to be some ancient monster that the drill has hit. And I do think, as gross as this is, it is possible, you know? If you've ever seen how a virus takes over, there is certain creatures out there that can do this type of stuff. We just don't want to believe it. The idea of certain parasites, you know, like the one that is a zombie parasite, or the cordyceps that is a fungus parasite, one that can live inside the host in their brain and burst out of it. There's a zombie parasite where there was this dead shell of a cricket, and it was kind of, it almost looked like just its skin, but I think it ended up being dead. But there was a parasite living inside of it, moving the dead corpse around. It was fucked up. The whole body there was no flesh left, you know. It was an old, mummified carcass of a cricket. But they were able to see inside of it. And yeah, you could see the parasite was in there. It's fucked up. So it could be something like that. This may not be alien. But honestly, the way it's communicating with us, and the colours, reminds me of an octopus. But it could be anything. It has an octopus type quality. For the longest time, there's hyper intelligence in the deep ocean. Oh fuck, he's coming. He's coming. We're not done yet. Jesus. He's a feisty fucker, isn't he? Come on. It's a nice day. Ooh, he fell through the floor. Nice job. Go on. Oh no, we're hurt. We're walking wee slow, laddie. Reminds me of Jack from Resident Evil 7. Where to? No. Jesus Christ. Yeah, bursting through the walls and stuff reminds me of Jack. That was well done. Hey, that door didn't open a second ago. So he had fallen off the helicopter and immediately been taken by this thing. Makes sense though. Honestly, it was probably somebody already in the helicopter, even the pilot himself. Like I said, the thing, you know. Oh, that's creepy. And certain deep sea creatures are led to believe they communicate through light, but some are led to believe that it could be telepathy as well. But it's mainly different light shows, which is bioluminescence, which is means light's created by your biological nature. So basically your body's producing light. Isn't that cool? And then be able to control it, or you communicate. Run! He keeps crouching. Run! This is not a good day. Go, 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 go. Fuck you. Fuck you, boss man. Nice. That sucks. We can't go down to the generators that way. That's crazy. It's a big hit. That was the boss. Yeah, probably somebody on the helicopter. Which is mad. We're getting achievements for days. You know, last couple of Game Pass games and stuff, it's got that Game Pass itch in me again. Swear to God. Whoa, that's what's left of the helicopter. I'm surprised it actually maintained its shape, you know? So where did the thing burst out of? Looks like they're gonna want us to climb on this. This is some fucking Uncharted set piece. Yeah, another crab's treasure. I'm like 1 or 2 away from platinum.
Joking me.
I do wish they had a term for platinum besides 100%. Never like that. What are we gonna climb onto? Let's see. Is there anything there? This window here, maybe? All of the windows? Oh fuck it, let's do it. No risk, no reward. Okay, where to now? Oh, you dirty bastard. Chinese TPS games feels like Gears of War. Really? That's good. Climb. Alright, where to now? Climbing up these windows? We jumping? Yep, we are. Ah! You kind of loaded the death there. Did you hear that? No! You're okay, Cass. The fact that a simple altercation caused him to run from the cops. There you go. That's how it happens. Whoa! What's this thing that's clinging onto? Could be part alien. We don't know what we're dealing with here. I'd say deep sea creature. I like when things are more terrestrial sometimes. Extraterrestrial stuff can be amazing. Like Annihilation, just unbelievable. That's how you do it. And this kind of color stuff reminds me of Annihilation a little bit. But I would like if it was some kind of ancient deep sea creature, because we don't know the half of it, you know? Did you see that a thing that we unearthed there not long ago? It was a fish in limestone. It hadn't been seen for about 15 million years. Good lord. How did they guess this stuff or date it? I never understand that. It's all carbon dating is how they do it. Like, you know, the rings on a tree or something. But I don't know how they do that. How do you keep counting back? Like, just insane. Smart people. Doritos crushed into a pizza, might they? I'd say so, yeah. If you ground them down to a fine powder. Yeah, absolutely. It's no different than all these chipotle sauces and all that.
Bruce, tell me where you are.
Dried chili flakes, you know, made of tangy pickle and hot honey mustard. I like my mustard because science, right? Yeah, hell yes. One time, I jacked off in a public toilet for science, and yeah, it was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. It was a portaloo in the middle of a mall, and everybody heard me and everybody saw me. Hell yes. Jacked off in a public stall, step outside with my hand small. Holy shit. I was like, what do I do with this? Where am I supposed to rub this? End up giving out free brew cream for a day and a half. There's something about Mary that they don't know. Oh, Mary, you've got jizz in your hair, Mary. What? Disgusting. I always thought that joke was that she was a man. So I was like, I thought that was it. You know, even though I love me some Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz. I didn't do that. I don't do that. He runs like a girl, but he jumps like Usain Bolt. How does he do it? Someone must have been smoking a cigarette there. Nice. Kind of linear so far. Lots of like map work and then just never any use for it. All good. It's giving me Amnesia the bunker vibes, but underwater. In the water. More water. Yeah, Cameron Diaz in the mask. Oh my god, you better stop. He's so young. Just crazy. Always makes you feel weird, you know. I watched Leon the Professional. I was pretty young. Then when I found out everything that poor old Natalie Portman went through, and she was like 14 and stuff, it's like, yeah. Even to this day, people still bring that stuff up, and there was a whole weird obsession around that, that whole Lolita stuff, and it's just so dangerous, you know. Now that we're kind of on the far side of things with the Epstein stuff, should realize that. Should realize how dangerous that stuff is, and we should get rid of these fuckers. Like things like that, and the actual Lolita movie, with Jeffrey Irons, and then American Beauty. Always weirded out by that movie. Always. American Beauty was this typical movie about a teacher and a father. Kind of has weird fucking fantasies about his daughter's friend from school. Oh, it's Kevin Spacey, like, which does not make things any better. Did I put it the wrong way or something? Everyone's like trying to get him back. There's all these actors to come out and be like, we need to welcome Kevin Spacey back. I'm like, no. Like, at the end of all his bullshittery, I think it turned out pretty much that he's gay, you know? But he was still fiddling around with some way too young people. I don't know if they're actually underage, but the whole thing was weird. Then he tried to cancel them and blackball them out of the industry. No, it's just shitty behavior all over. No, thank you. That's not. It's not about cancellation. It's not about wanting to get House of Cards back or some piss. I don't fucking care. Alright, we're in engineering on the other side. Yeah, that kind of stuff. You see it so much in anime stuff as well. And I really hate that. You gotta call that stuff out. That lolly crap.
Jesus, am I glad to see you.
It's always underlining. It's like furryism being underlining for weird shit.
He's changed.
Even if it's one out of a million people that are normal in these groups, that's not enough. I'm sorry.
Brody. He sent me
It's
down
better
here
off
to
just
restart
to
the
denounce it and
Generators,
push
aye.
people away
That's where
from
I
these
was headed.
things.
The lights are on.
Like I say,
Well, the
do whatever you
emergency
want as long as you're
system,
happy and you're not
there's
hurting
nobody
anybody.
hold for long.
But furryism
Beer is
does
taking a lot
hurt
of damage,
people. It's
infrastructure's
destroying
compromised.
hotels. It's destroying people's minds. They're a
How
nuisance
do we
and a
get
menace.
Jenny's working?
Right,
It's
well,
destroying
first
a lot of
thing,
things.
get in that cabin over there and reset the protective relay.
They've
That might
ruined
kick the
entire
Jennies back on.
conventions
Go
and
on,
everything.
see what happens.
Trust me. It's also an extreme gateway for younger people getting into that stuff. And what annoys me is I grew up with anthropomorphic movies from Disney. Anthropomorphic means like, you know, animals in a cartoon that stand on two legs and they're that's all, you know, that's all it is, right? Anthropomorphic. And it was in games and movies. And it was completely normal and fine. And yeah, there was like maybe some weird scenes as well, like the Lola Bunny, and we joke about the Lion King and that for sure. But outside of a joke, like that's all. Obviously something's gonna spawn here. There's many hiding spots. Yeah, so that's all that there was to that kind of stuff. But somewhere down the line, people stopped taking it as a meme and a funny little thing, or having a crush on this person, that, and now it's a whole way of being for people. And like everything else in modern days, you can't just be a fan of something. These people have to obsess, you know. I honestly don't think it's their fault, you know. I actually think it's social media that does it, because you can't turn off, you know what I mean? Like if you're a fan of something, it might be a video game or a comic or a movie, right? You watch it or play the game or read the book or read the comic, and then you go off and do your own thing during the day, right? That's how it used to be. Nowadays it's not. You go and play the game, read the book, then you're looking online, then you're on fucking message boards, then you're on YouTube, then you're on Twitch, you're all these places, TikTok, everywhere. And it's just constantly bap, 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 and it just ends up being brainwashing, you know, straight through your brain. Mud handling, something's gonna burst out here, isn't it? Yes!
Where you going, eh? The protective relay in that cabin.
Alright. So yeah, that's why I don't actually think it's all their fault, you know. But that stuff should be monitored and taken proper precautions. Get under here. You know? So then that comes down to the parents. Don't let your child obsess over something. But then you have that opposite effect, you know. You have your Barbra Streisand effect where you try not to mention something that makes it 10 times worse. But then with the obsessive stuff, the more, just like a bad boyfriend or a bad girlfriend, the more you push them away, the more they're going to want it. So it's more about guiding and monitoring them. That's what I look at those things, these old Christmas decorations. My parents were still, look at these. My parents were still using these in the 90s. Return to Finley. I want to ring the phone first. Alright. Big Bozo's gonna be out here with all that noise. Who's gonna be this time? I like how all this amorphous shit has created multiple great monsters. What's the story? Is it on a timer, you think? Well, excuse me for having to fucking go underneath here. Can you not just open that door? Oh, maybe not. No, maybe it's just done all the power. Every time I throw something, a little autosave goes off in the bottom corner. What's that about? Is there counting an achievement or something? Yeah. Watch out. Poor old Finley's going to
The
die. I think.
generator must have tripped because of a fault somewhere.
Aye, and the relay will just keep resetting until we fix it.
We'll need
Yeah,
to
so
restart the generator
online
manually.
stuff is
Right, where you
weird.
go then?
There's 2 jobs here, McLean.
I still think a lot of this could be helped if we just nip it in the bud and try and keep anyone under 16 off the internet. But see, that just creates the situation where they want to get on even more, you know. Hey Yuki, how's it going? How's life going? Good, good. How you doing? That's a hell of a goat right there. Playing this new horror game, Still Wakes the Deep.
Aye, where you go then?
Very nice. It's one of Twitch's things. Yeah, let me know what that third-person shooter thing is like. I didn't even hear about it. Is it what platforms is it on? The Grippers is probably gonna release Steam somewhere else though. You can already tell that there's something funky going on down there. It's very cool. It looks like kaleidoscope galaxy stuff. Okay, serving. Yeah, yeah. Hope things are well. Do you get much time to yourself? Do you get to game or anything? I know there's usually a good bit of downtime. God, look at this.
Oh, fuck me.
Cool. Is it alien? Is it just some deep sea monstrosity that we don't know? We're gonna see. We are going to fucking see. There'll be something back in that room later. This one is from the guys who made Everybody's Gone to the Rapture and Dear Esther. Probably said it about a million times now. Which I know a lot of people enjoyed those games. Oh, can't do that yet. Alright. Will it be Reddick or will it be something else? It's all Chronicles of Riddick games were fucking top tier. Jesus. See the way it goes in a spiral. Interesting. Oh, might have.
What the fuck is that?
Sounds like.
Can we get this one open? No chat.
Finley getting squashed.
Jesus.
Fucking maze. Yeah. It's just eating everybody. Game like horror movies. Things inspired. Yeah, yeah. Definitely thing inspired. It's set on an oil rig in 1970s Scotland. It's pretty cool. It's got a unique little flavor to it. Their other games were more like Dear Esther and everything's fuck off. Everything's Gone to the Rapture. We're almost like thinking pieces, you know, the walking sim thinking pieces. This one's definitely got like a psychological thriller. It's the nicest way I can say these kind of games. It's not a bad thing, but like how much, I always say, like how much player agency have you got and how much does it take for something to be a game. But we live in the world of visual novels as games and fucking farming sims and that. Like what does anything mean to be a game anymore? You're fucking playing it, it's a game. Enough said. I'm not gonna get away with this one for free. See, it's got a little Soma vibes to it in terms of that kind of deep sea and even a little bit of Monstrum. The oil rig and the rust and the monster. Very nice. Remember the old movie Oil? It's a drama about oil workers. Ah, cool. That sounds kind of familiar, actually. Yeah, I suppose a lot in America. You have the oil fields and that, you know, just not something over here. Most of our oil, sadly a good bit of oil that Ireland has is also offshore as well. We've sold it away. Sold it away. Probably a lot of England as well. So stupid. Problem is, it's too costly. We don't have the companies nor the knowledge to properly get it up out of there, then sell it. By the time we do that, wouldn't be much profit in it. But we know that that's not true because it's becoming scarcer and scarcer and it's worth more than gold these days. Okay, so what's the next little step here? These all seem like little escape ways for a probable monster, but we need to know where we're going. But before we... This guy runs like a fucking idiot with those hands in front of his face. If you told me he was blind, I'd believe you. The fuck runs with their hands in front of their face? He's like a mime. He's like an actual performing mime. Weird. What was those design choices? I bet you I know what happened.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
Just somebody did a bit of motion capture with the running. I just don't know where I'm going. It's one thing chasing a monster. Let's see how we get on. It's been quite linear so far, so it's not a big deal. Use objects to distract. They seem to be everywhere. Fucking hell. Why would he drop it? I didn't tell him to drop it, I jumped up on nothing. Fuck. Yeah, monster looks like a carry-on. Yeah, wasn't that game so good? It does look just like Carrion, you're dead right. That's such a good callback. Carrion was nice. Getting to play as the monster for a change. First, I couldn't tell you where I'm supposed to go right now. Get the generator going. Guess up the stairs, maybe? Why does he keep doing that? You have every button doing the same thing, so he throws it before he climbs. Can you get up here? Why is he coming up here? I threw it down there.
Don't fuck it up now. In order. Come on. No, I've not found the key yet. Can't start the Jenny without it.
It's just the map. It hasn't told us any way to do this. I don't want to get it wrong. It's gonna blow up, isn't it? Well done. It's the whole fucking rig now.
Guys, Kaz, are you there?
For fuck's sake, maybe no jump out at me.
Eat people and
You not seen a
evolve
deer?
and always good.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
yeah.
prick. He's away in mud handling by the sounds of it. Listen, we are in business.
We've gone from full power to batteries to sitting in the fucking dark. What are you all about?
Getting in a stushy is going to help us,
Yeah,
is it?
stushy.
Just get that generator running. It's out on the floor. The key for it should be in there somewhere. I'll be out here looking for the fault.
Lazy prick.
We'll be looking out for a dare as well, alright?
No, it's this yellow one. It sticks out more than a fucking arse. We start the wee Jenny. As if it was that easy. You know how I figured that out? Because the stickers has like the 2 on it, you know? But then the bottoms are scrubbed. So the 2 and a 3, so it was just a matter of figuring out which was which. It's a new Assassin's Creed Twitter drama. Trying to think of some new stuff. Is it about the same stuff? Is it about Yasuke? I don't know. I can't pronounce the shinobi, the female assassin. Is it Now or Nawe maybe? The people's hyper. Yeah. Of course. I think like at the end of the day, the history goes back so far that we're going down to semantics. You know, is it Ubisoft trying to push an agenda? Of course it is. You know, they could have put these kind of characters in other games and didn't. Same with Disney. You know, it's like, oh, black people exist now. Yay! You know, kind of fuck off. Anyone with any 2 brain cells to rub together will realize what they're being sold, but it is what it is. But when it comes to this game, and whether Yasuke was real, of course he's real. Like, there's actual scrolls, there's literal accounts. The question is, how much power and how much work did he do as a retainer? And a retainer is just a fancy fucking name back then for like an assistant, you know? And he was, people argue like, was he a samurai? Was he a retainer? I think he was both.
Mud handling? Is that not where a dare is?
Yeah.
Kaz, it's coming back. You need to move. Get back to mud handling and fix that fuse.
So, with the retainer, normally, as I said, they're just an assistant. I think mud handling is up there. But there are accounts of Nobunaga actually training him to use a samurai sword. Was he a fully fledged samurai? Probably not in the traditional sense. It's not like an official assassin. I think he may have been, in Nobunaga's eyes, he was pretty much, at that point, another bodyguard for him, you know? But like I said, why doesn't he hear that? What'd that ass do? After that, the accounts only go so far, you know? I don't think it's that big a deal. Some of the trailer, like, people were moaning because... Why am I running? Yes, we're running. We're moaning because there was rap music when his combat was there, you know? It's fine. Like, I think when I'm playing it, I think they've said it's gonna be like Syndicate where you just pick, you know, you pick whoever you want to play as. I have long wanted a shinobi, a fucking Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan. So I will be playing as her for a lot. I also enjoy female characters a lot more. Like you've seen me play as Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But with Yasuke, he is a brick wall. He's all armor, he's a tank, and he uses massive two-handed weapons. That may require certain enemies can be killed that way. So I'll try and keep it like as close as I can, 50-50. But you know me in stealth. Here's the thing. I prefer stealth as optional if you're a badass, and then still allow you to go guns blazing. This thing is singing. That's so nasty. So yeah, I'm cool with that. For only $4, I could go movie theater. Yeah, dude. For what? What to see though? Oh, it's one of those kind of special movie of the day things. Yeah, dude. What would you like to go see? I still hear fantastic things about Furiosa. I know everyone's like, it's not Mad Max. I think that's why it's called Furiosa and Mad Max instead of Mad Max Furiosa, right? I think maybe more people are more pissed about just other stuff. Joy, yeah, I don't want the movie theaters to die. Again, people forget it's fictional. Exactly. So yeah, that's me just arguing semantics. If we're trying to get, we'll never really understand unless you were there, or if you had every single diary of Nobunaga and you just don't. You know, the day-to-day stuff. So exactly, it's fictional. Every single Assassin's Creed has taken massive liberties with its storytelling, you know. It'll have about the concept of what they're doing, you know, the outline character they're trying to bring in or turn people into an evil person, you know, like some of the things they did with the Borgias during Assassin's Creed Ezio's trilogy, you know, with the Borgias and the Pope and everything. Like, it was widely believed that the Borgias were some incestuous scumbags, like a lot of royalty were back then, but you know, to go as far as they went with the Pope and the fucking Templars and all that, like, who fucking cares? That's when they just take some liberties. I mean, we're dealing with dumbass first civilization superpowers, apples of Eden kind of, you know, it's all goofy. Just play the game, enjoy it. If you don't want to play it, move the fuck on. My issue with Assassin's Creed Shadows is you can't even hear people talk about the Shinobi. So to me, that says everything I need to know, that there's underlining racism. Can you get in here? I like how he does that. Like, what about that fuse you took out? What is that power? A little bit of the old underlining racism. Fuck, the throwing mechanic sucks ass. What's the point of the throwing mechanic? What is the point of that? You silly, silly people. He doesn't register it, he doesn't react to it, he doesn't go to it. What the fuck is the point of it? I'd rather sit and swivel on it. You fucking idiots. He doesn't react to it. Every time he throws it, it hits the roof above it. See, their other games haven't been horror games, you know. Everybody wants to do their little Outlast. No one understands all that Outlast is. Outlast is fucking like 10 or 15 years old at this point. And even Outlast can't do Outlast anymore. Lightning in a bottle. Always has been, always will be. Alright, let's get the titty fuck out of there. Yeah, he just doesn't really react to it. Says he does. He's like, what's that? That's the dead end, is it? No, maybe not. Just get out of here. This game people forget. Yeah, he was a bodyguard, mercenary, high VIP. Exactly. They say that like, what the hell are you doing? Say he wasn't trained is silly. Game generation changed, not more players like Splinter Cell. Yeah, yes! Splinter Cell double agent, man. Holy hell. I love it. People did not like it. It was so different, you know. But after coming off, they got like Chaos Theory and Pandora tomorrow. I was like, let them do something else, you know. And then unfortunately time just kind of moved on and they couldn't quite get that magic back. But I do think Conviction and Blacklist were still banging games. They're really fun. Although it's just a simple little thing and who really cares. The idea where they put the objective on the walls and stuff like that while you walk by them. I know it's just like it's overdone to death these days where you got like a cool credits and all that happening. But damn, I love that. I love that little feature. Hello? Can I never go back here? Can we not? Is this maybe not the way to go? You can never go back. This is just for the Steam, right? Why would you give me the option to do that? Yeah, so I love those. Then yeah, Metal Gear Solid. It's done. I think it's done. It's okay. You know, the story is done. Kojima is moved on, and it's fine. It's completely fine. Like, if they want to do remakes of it, like they're doing with 3, that's fine. If anything, the only ones that really need a remake, and, you know, should do a remake, is the original Metal Gears. Because they're old, what the fucking MSGs, or MGX, I think it was MGX. Really old console stuff, you know. Top down. Very, very early. These were like late 80s, you know. And they're important games, because even though they're weak on graphics for its time, you know, they're beautiful, but they're important to the story. This is the birth of Solid Snake, and more importantly, both the death of Big Boss and of Venom Snake as well. Because at the end of Metal Gear Solid 5, and thanks to Peace Walker as well, both of these things all lead back to Metal Gear, which is the original game, not Metal Gear Solid. So the story's complete. We don't really need anything else. Like, in the actual timeline, the latest game would then be Metal Gear Solid 4. That's kind of the death of Solid Snake and everything else. Like, it's all done. Everything's tied up, all in a neat bow. So we don't need... doing anything else would run the risk of destroying things. Right, so where do I have to go then? Reset the protective relay. Where's that? I wonder, is it the same buttons? I don't think so. Protective relay. Wait, I can sprint with the left stick? That's much better. Last true stealth game was Sticks. Yeah, Sticks. Sticks were good games. That always reminded me of Dishonored and a little bit of Shadow of Mordor. Middle-earth. Yeah. MGS4 is the masterpiece. Yeah. It's stuck on PlayStation. We're waiting for that collection, hopefully. I wonder where this thing is. We'll hopefully get there, huh? People kind of shit on Metal Gear Solid 2 a lot. He's like stuck or something. Yeah, he's probably stuck. Is it in here? But I love Metal Gear Solid 2. It is a bait and switch, you know. It Last of Us Part 2 did it too and did it worse.
Jesus, that was too close.
Metal Gear Solid 2 is ahead of its time. But every single Metal Gear Solid game is it changes things and does a great job. But it also is heavily reliant on each single game, you know. Metal Gear Solid doing its own thing, then Metal Gear Solid 2. And after that, he stayed to the exact same formula, and it works, you know. The idea of continuing the story, whether it's Big Boss or Solid Snake, and always having some nod to Liquid Snake, and then thus Ocelot. But then even just the idea of the game, yeah, you've got espionage action, but then he follows it to a T. You know, you've got these bosses that are usually kind of, some will break the fourth wall, but they're all iterations of the old ones. Whatever, you got like the Pain, or that, you know, you're actually, like, Pain is kind of like Vamp and so on and so on. Yeah, we'll be climbing with the ladder around me, so it's kind of cool. So even by the time we got to 4, we had those what they call Beauty and the Beast, basically. They all were iterations of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3's bosses, and people were like, fuck this, fuck that. And then there was a little bit of sexual trauma thrown in there as well, because that's Kojima for you. But I think they were kind of cool in the right. The way he's doing it, everything feels like a nod to his past work while also iterating and being something new. and that's why he's kind of a genius. But when you think of how he does his stuff, it's actually very simple of formula, you know, very simple formula. He finally changed things up when he got the Death Stranding, where people don't understand that game. Even me, I don't understand that much, but I understood it once I broke that game, and then I understood it. Basically, by not doing it stealthy and allowing yourself to get caught, you would be put into these amazing giant fights with huge oily ink monsters. Fucking loved it so much. It's way better. And then I was like, oh, it's Metal Gear. And now he's working on OD, Overdose. So I'm hoping that's some kind of horror with sprinkle of combat. And then he's working on Physent, which is not a great name or anything, that's fine. This will be his Metal Gear Solid successor, which will be going on the PS6. And trust me, you will not see that till the PS6. So yeah, based on ground combat. Yeah, like it's the greatest fucking espionage action movie while also being anti-war. Metal Gear Solid 5 was amazing. Peace Walker came before. I wonder where I gotta go. I don't know where this relay is. I don't know where the relay is.
Stop fast.
Where's the relay? Hope the new Xbox Old Series respawn. What could they bring back?
Things locked.
There's so many great FPSs that PlayStation should bring back too, like so calm. Come on. Oh yeah, Project Dark, Perfect Dark. Hell yeah. Yeah, that could be cool. It's looking a bit Mirror's Edge. Once they keep with the gadgets, you know, you're going after Perfect Dark. Started off as a nod to 007 GoldenEye. How are we gonna get out of here? Can you get in here? I don't think he gets like stuck in the stairs. And then we had Perfect Dark Zero. Like Joanna was not a redhead when she started. Now we've got this new chick. So will she? Gotta keep up with the gadgets. There wasn't even combat music, wasn't even like you've been seeing music or anything. These guys don't really do horror, and that's okay. They're trying, God bless them, but my goodness, you're not even remotely keeping up with the standards of this kind of stuff. Because these horror games are, you know, chase simulators. That's really all they are. They're fucking chase simulators. You can't defend yourself, so you're just being chased. Run and hide, hide and seek. He doesn't respond to throwing stuff. Come the fuck on. Where am I supposed to go? In here something? Jeez, you went through there fast. Oh, because it was a cutscene. Yeah, I will get round to playing all the Metal Gear Solids on the channel. My favorite's 2, but I like all the, like if they do another Master Collection, which, because this one's called Volume 1, it makes sense that they do a Volume 2. I hope it's, people are like, oh, they're going to put Metal Gear Solid 5 in there? I hope it's 4, Peace Walker, and yeah, and then maybe 5, I don't know. It would make sense, even though it's readily available, it would just make sense to have it as a collection. We'll see. Alright. I did not know where that relay was. Let's burn this bastard out of here or something. Whoa. Isn't he nice? Come on, you know the door is gonna fucking ring. My favorite is 2, but I think the best of the bunch is probably 3, just with the complete package, right? They're all great. They're all masterpieces. But 3 just is something else. Between the setting, story, it's the origins of everything. Oh my god, it's just Wow.
For Christ.
That's why I'm so glad they're remaking it.
We get separated. You alright?
Aye. The rig isn't though.
4 needs support. Yeah, it really does. I'm hoping we'll get
How
that.
long till it goes under?
I know it's a lot of cutscenes and it's like the movie or whatever. It's really cool. I like a lot of ideas in it too. I actually like the currency where you were buying ammo and guns and stuff.
What's the point? The pontoons, the
That
electricity.
suit is pretty badass as well. The active camo, it's really cool.
Nightmare.
What you on about? You survived this long, haven't you?
It's a pretty damn great story as well. I know it gets a bit ridiculous with the parasites, yeah,
That's what Roy
the
keeps telling
vocal
me.
stuff.
Well, he's a Barnsley fan.
Dragon's Raiders game, yeah. 4 needs support. Stuck on PS3, yeah. We'll hopefully get it in the Master Collection. I think the first one did well.
We need that right now. So let's do this. Aye.
Let's do this. Might be able to finish this in one swoop. I'm not necessarily trying or anything.
And I'll do the others. Easy. There's a direct route down from engineering.
Aye, alright. I'll find my way down.
Top man, Kaz. I'll give you a shout over the tannoy if we're in business.
Top man. You start the leg tension winces. It makes my leg feel a bit tense. What the hell? Did you see that? It opened closed. Go for the air. Yeah, we'll get it. It'll be great because yeah, it's one of the only PS3 games that truly stuck over there. There's a few others, but a lot of them have just been brought over in their own right. You know, you could argue about the older games like Lair or Heavenly Sword or whatever. It's all good. Good old MGS4. You had that piss filter as well, and I heard that the new remake for 3, you can put the piss filter on it. That one had more of a greenish, brownish filter. It was 4. Metal Gear Solid 4 had the piss filter. Everything just slightly yellow. Entering leg A, so there must be leg B as well. Nice. This game looks smashing at times. It really does. I've been watching a lot of these games. I like to call them Unreal Engine 5 life simulators. You know, it was like one called. What the fuck's it called now? Body Cam, I think. It's meant to be like a military shooter. You're starting to add monsters and stuff. That thing looks unbelievably real. But a lot of these body cam things are going to be happening. I'll be near a bit of water or a fire extinguisher or nothing. I'm just going to jump over. There it is. Hiding on me. So yeah, that kind of stuff is nice. But I do still think we're at that point where chasing after photorealism is gonna bite us up. It's gonna bite us in the ass. Chasing after something that is just a quick like, wow, this looks real. But as soon as you get into a game, no matter how beautiful it looks, that kind of dissonance happens again. You know, it might be not ludonarrative dissonance, but it's the same with the way we are desensitized to violence.
That was a close one.
I hear that Lords of the Fallen, the new one that was a sequel but then reboot, is now getting a sequel, but it's apparently going to be an epic thing or something. I don't know though. Must have signed a very, very exclusive deal. Or it'll still come to console, don't worry. Lords of the Fallen was fun. It just got added to Game Pass, which is very nice. But and I had this real cool idea of 2 separate worlds, but it was chasing Demon Souls so much that it almost lost its own identity. You get to go to this separate kind of spirit realm, more so like Soul Reaver than anything, where it'll like create platforms and the platforms disappear. And it was interesting, you know. And I enjoyed it. Now when I played it, unfortunately it was like launch day, so it ran like complete dog shit. And it's a bit better now, obviously, but unfortunately you can't avoid first impressions. It's the way life is. Okay, counterweight. We're trying to bring this thing down, but maybe we'll end up dropping it. Anyone know anything about oil rigs, huh? This thing would turn it into a giant flaming chute the whole way up. We don't want that. Souls hype soon. Yeah, I still like a lot of Souls games, but I will completely agree that it's oversaturated. But luckily, Some of the big games coming out are not Souls-likes. They just look like it. It's been misrepresented. So in the case of Black Myth Wukong, that's not a Souls-like.
Oh, Christ.
It's more hack and slash. Christ, this poor bastard. And then that Phantom Blade Zero, that game looks incredible. Hard to believe it's real graphics. That also is not a Souls-like. That's more hack and slash and combos and that. That one's closer to a Ninja Gaiden in my opinion. Whereas Black Myth is Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, there's bosses and dying and all that good stuff, but I still think I'm supposed to go up there. Maybe we can, it looks like we can climb this in some fashion. Is that what they want me to do, I wonder? I think maybe you'll start climbing it and it'll break. You'll have to go across monkey bars maybe. Looks like we can actually climb on this. Do I dare solemnly swear? Ah! He didn't even grab it! He said, suck your mom sideways. He didn't even grab it. What a pansy ass bitch. He's like, please, please. Surge 3, but that game was cancelled. Really? What are they working on now? Their latest game that I played was Atlas Fallen. Did you try Atlas Fallen? Really underappreciated. Really fun. Where's his legs? What the fuck? Yeah, Atlas Fallen was fun. It was co-op. It was good old-fashioned, like, collectathon stuff. I enjoyed it for what it was. It felt, you know, a little... Can you go over there? It felt a bit smaller. You can't jump off. Smaller budget. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I got it for these perfectly placed valves and fire extinguishers. Play Steam Deck game was good. 8 for me. Nice. There you go. Sand sliding. Yes. Good man. Good man. Agreed. 100%. How fun was that? I just wanted to jump back in. It needed just a little bit more meat on the bone because near the middle you were kind of searching out these little encounters and you were like, oh shit, that's kind of all I got to do. Still, I enjoyed it. Played a little bit with Pyro there. It was fun. Yeah, sand surfing for sure. So yeah, you know me. I will absolutely support as many devs as I can. I consider them...
It's soaking. I need to sort it at the fuse box or it'll keep shorting out.
I like to support those kind of AA games. Alright, where is this fuse box? I'm assuming it's up here. Follow the wires kind of job now. Is that it up there? It's all the switches. How the fuck did we get up there? It's down here. Oh, that's much better. Good lad. Can we get down there? Kinda looks like you can make that jump. Oh, we were supposed to go across here. Pretty linear, you know. If I'm getting lost or stuck, it's completely on me. Being an idiot. I hear that accent. Hey, how's it going, pirate? Yeah. Full on Scottish. Set on board an oil rig off the coast of Scotland. Pretty good so far. You know, it's made by guys that did Everybody's Gone to the Rapture and Dear Esther and that. So those games are more, you know, walking sim, light puzzles. This one, you know, it's full horror. We're hiding, you know, it's close to the first Outlast and what they're trying to do in terms of the horror, you know. How do you guys feel about these kind of games? Do you prefer to have some kind of a combat, some kind of a way to get back?
Counterweights are fucking
fight back him. Can't go that way. They do a good job on it. These guys are set, or their studio is in England anyways. Makes sense. I was CB rating games shows more gameplay freedom. Yeah, exactly. You're so right. And those kind of AA games, to me, that's how I like had so much fun during the Xbox 360 and PS3 generation. That was my cup of tea. All these games that were just starting out, and a lot of those studios end up being major players now, you know, like Ninja Theory. They started off with Heavenly Sword and Enslaved Odyssey to the West. Now look at them. Now they're fucking banging out big. They're bought out by Microsoft, I know, but they're banging out some. Didn't need to go up here, did I? Some big games, big budgets, good technology. Their motion capture technology to me is on par with LA Noire at its time, you know, at its time. Army of Two, yes. I think one of those is whoa, one of them is backwards compatible. I just really wish the other ones were. They get lost from time. The old Mercenaries game. Or is this just to jump over here? No, that's where we came from. We need to get up there. But there was a second button up here. Let's see. Maybe it needs to go down again. Don't fall now. Here's a war. Yeah. Oh, the 50-cent game. Yeah. Blood in the Sand. So random, right? What a banger of a game. And the old true crime games. Holy shit. True crime. Streets of LA. Streets of New York. And then Sleeping Dogs after it. Okay, I think that's where we're actually meant to go. I assumed he would die if I just fell down there. Oh, it's so funny. How the fuck do you get down there? I think maybe I'm supposed to go with it as it goes down there. Then there's no way back up. See, Chainsaw Lollipop. Yes, that one's coming. That one's coming this September. And we're supposed to be getting do you remember Shadow of the Damned? That one's getting a re-release. Do you remember Oni Chabara? It was like a cowboy girl with samurai sword. Remember that game? That was kind of cool. So yeah, they're all pretty much done by a company called Grasshopper, and they're really trying to get some new games off the ground. So that's why we do remasters and re-releases, so we can get people happy. There's Leg D. Hey, there's my Leg D, bitch. Put your penis away, sir. Hey, Peter. Why's your penis out, Peter? Yeah, I play on PC too. Yeah, nice. Are you a fan of the Steam Deck? Which model do you have? Do you have the standard? Do you have the SSD model? Uh-oh, something else down here. Yeah, it's pretty good so far, Pirates. On the old Game Pass too on PC. You can get pretty much a month of Game Pass for like $6 if you wanted to play this.
Oh, thank Christ. There it is.
Yes, wee safety pin, aye. They say a lot of Scottish words.
Back to the winch
The
controls.
neefs and their tatties, and then the subtitles translates it to English. It's so fucking funny. Just missing a handle? No, there it is. Alright.
That's it. The cable's engaged. Glad you're alright. It's
So it sounds Glasgow. Yeah.
There's
It's
a
meant to be
fucking
Glasgow.
understatement.
Fucking Glasgow, yeah.
You need to do the same in leg
Yeah.
B through the pontoon.
Right.
See you on the other side, Kaz.
Hope so, pal. Fucking hope so.
This might be death, is it? Unless they're swimming. There's some swimming. Cool. Yeah, it's actually meant to be Glasgow because he has a calendar. It's like Glasgow Rovers on it or something. Not that poor dead bastards in here. You also got in trouble with the police. It's like an episode of Ravisby set in Nesbitt. I'm telling you. The police. That's what they call the police, not the police. There's like an emphasis on the O. Bit of a bar, drunken disaster. Is this where we're supposed to go? You did say pontoons. Okay, good. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Nice. They do know we exist outside this. Right. I think like when they want that drastic Scottish accent, they go straight for that. OLED one turn, nice. Yeah, geez, that OLED. I hear nothing but good things about OLED screens. People handing in their switches for the OLED switch and that. Very nice, just crispy clear, right?
Hello?
Good on you. Yeah, I think I've seen people stream off the Steam Deck, so you know it's right there for you. It's very nice. Very nice indeed. Honestly, like I won't tell a lie. If Xbox put out a reasonably decent handheld, I'll buy that fucker because the Game Pass is just too tasty. Why did you have to do that, you dipshit? Put the radio? Just open this floodgate? No. Wait, is it? It is, okay. Bit delayed there, boss. Oh, Lord, fucking bodies.
How did they even get there?
How do you imagine it's going on eating them, saving them for later like a fucking squirrel next to its nuts? And what's funny is they want that Scottish accent, the Glaswegian. Like the average person isn't going to be able to understand some of them words, hence why they're weirdly English translating some of it. What was one of the words they said? Wasn't the cops? Didn't say bobbies or anything. I was surprised. We bobbies. It's probably more English, huh?
Oh, Christ.
Something.
Fuck.
Oh no. Who the fuck wants to be stuck in here? Oh god, man, this is my nightmare. Drowning. What's this? When holding R1, leap forwards? What? God, we're going to drown in here. No. There's no air pocket anymore, is there? Shit. Oh, he's about to die. I shouldn't be in here, should I? Is it gonna do this thing where you're about to die? There we go. Holy shit, that was close. Go on, go up. I don't think there was a way of drowning there. They're just gonna hold on as long as they could. That's my nightmare. I'd rather be eaten by a shark than actually be in the water. Danger. No smoking. That includes you. Remember Dead to Rights about dude? Yes. That was Monolith. No, I didn't even know that part. I know Monolith like made like Condemned and the Fear games, and then went on to do Shadow Mortar. They're working on a Wonder Woman game. Please God, I hope it's okay. It's supposed to be Wonder Woman with the Nemesis system, so all of her enemies will come back and have different scars and broken shit. I hope that you remember. I hope that's good. I didn't know they did that. Yeah, Dead to Rights was hilarious. You would when you died, you wouldn't die. You'd be split up into pieces, and all your body parts would roll around the battlefield, and you had to kind of like. Oh, it's fucking insane.
Oh, no,
I love those goofy games. Alright, let's see. Warning, danger to life. People must be fully engaged. Debris screen. What the fuck is this? Some kind of filtration or something?
Right. There we go.
You're gonna go through there? Tank 2. Oh, fuck. No. I ain't doing this. It's been okay, like, in terms of performance. I did notice that they snuck it back into quality mode. I hate when they do that. For the play, and I can see it's whatever's going on right now is a bit stuttering. Alright, here we go. Hold your fucking breath, bitch. Now we're in the fucking debris tubes. Oh, Jesus. You wouldn't know which way is up. You lucky bastard. You smack your head off against one of them pipes, it's over. Yeah, Condemned 2, yeah. People kind of shit on that one a little bit. Because it's the bear. It is a little bit weaker, but it's still great fun. That one's not on backwards compatible. They're supposed to have a few more games on sale shortly. Because they're closing down the Xbox 360 store in July. Oh, bollocks. Go. Oh man, you might not be able to open this. Is it too late? It said it for a second. I don't think he's going to be able to open this one. Some of those doors should be in such a way where they will let you open them on the water, but some of them don't. Is this on a timer or something? Looks like we're going to be going through there. Let me see what this door has to say. Go fast. Bollocks. Where does this take us through? Is it? Oh no, I don't see any way up. Should be able to get a bit of air there. Like, why can't he fucking swim any faster? There it is over there. I don't think I'm gonna make it though. Come on! This is shocking. There you go. It looks like he's swimming faster. It's one of those things where he's not. Enemies throw TV joke. You want it? Yeah.
That was close.
That was fucking hilarious. That mannequin abandoned store and condemned one will always be one of my most beloved and feared. A lot of games used mannequins after that, you know. I love all these deep cuts you're bringing up. Like, that's brilliant. You got good taste. Yeah, the weirder the better when it came to those kind of Japanese games. You never know what you were going to get. I love that. It weren't all JRPGs, but the JRPGs were fantastic as well. That's not good to me. We're going to have to wait for this one. Blow a hole through it. God, imagine swimming in that oily water. You drink any of that in, it's over. It's over. Came from there. And going down here, it's a broken ladder. Anything else? Might be a bigger hole below. Silent Hill. Yeah, I still enjoy Downpour. Silent Hill Downpour. It was interesting. Homecoming, not so much. People enjoyed it. There is parts to enjoy, but it was like they were figuring out the combat didn't go so well, and then they kind of got it right. What I loved about Silent Hill Downpour as well is it kind of had a sort of a Metroidvania vibe where you were like, make sure you've got this crowbar, make sure you've got this and that for later, you know. I like that. Then like the room, that was the last Team Silent one done. Maybe this actually does open. It's just banjacks, you know. Too easy. Flashlight doesn't go very far in the oily water. It's hard to see if there's somewhere we need to go. Under here you can't see in front of your face. Just a couple of dead bodies. Just a ladder. I was hoping you could get through there. It's this one. Maybe is this the far side? And that's probably where we just came from. We're just that turned around. Last mind game, yeah. There's some classic, we were talking about them before, like a binary domain and singularity. We've lost that in a way, and it makes me sad. We've lost so many single player FPS or even third person shooters, you know. They're just a story. I know we love our multiplayer, I get that. Do you know what I mean? Problem is people are just too smart and they know not to buy something that's going to be a 10-hour game for $60. Even on the PS2 there was so much experimental stuff I adored. I always bring up PsyOps, the Mindgate conspiracy. It was really cool, like almost force powers, telekinesis that was way ahead of its time. Fucking love that game. What the hell do we do here? I'm actually at a loss. There must be some little part I can't see. There's somewhere in the debris. Right down here. There we go. I was thinking that. It's pity the flashlight couldn't help a bit, but it makes sense. It's not just water, it's oily, murky water. Nothing but death down there. Alright, there we go. Should have listened to myself. Lost Planet. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Dark Void. Hell yes. People kind of shit on Dark Void, but I think it was really free, you know? Really cool. I love the kind of 1950s UFO. I will play that. I'm going to go back. I've got a list of hidden gems I want to do. Try and pick one from each year, you know? And Area 51. My goodness, that was such a great game. I went into that thinking it was going to be like Destroy All Humans. Nope. The other ones as well, like remember the Bureau and those other kind of spin-off XCOM games that were like first-person shooters instead of strategy games? I fucking love those. EA used to do so many cracking games like that. They didn't care. They used to put out like they were responsible for a lot of the Simpsons hit and run and Simpsons game and that, if you can believe it, you know. It's just they hold everything in their closet now, which sucks. So many great games. Holy shit. Look at this thing. It's almost like a fin or something.
Hello?
Beautiful. I think this thing might not be alien. I think it's just ancient. We thought it might be Eldridge, but I think it might just be ancient. There's so much we don't know about the sea. You know? You might not believe in... Oh, God. Might not believe in...
Connor. Is that you?
Extraterrestrials and all that. But the Hollow Earth theory, I kind of believe. Might be able to communicate with this thing. Are you there? Oh, gross. This thing is basically feeding it. It could just be one giant parasite. They reckon if we were unearthed some of these zombie viruses, as they call them. Not actual zombies, it's more like it's been around for millions of years, like things that might have taken out some of the dinosaurs. Jesus. Oh! Escape! Oh, it's slam-a-dam-a-ding-dong. Gross. You shall not have me. Interesting, the lights are affecting it. And it does seem to affect our mind, so it could be anything. It also showed some fog as well, so it might be into... Yes, Saboteur. I played Saboteur not that long ago. Wonderful. Mercenaries, yeah. I was bringing that up earlier when we talked about Army of Two. So many badass ones. You have great taste. You know, people like give out about PS Plus and Game Pass. I understand it's not the be-all end-all. It's nice to own your games. But come on, we can't lie and say that we didn't use Redbox, our own Blockbuster, which was Extravision, and Blockbuster for you guys over there in America. That was renting games. Like Redbox, I think it was called that, was a game box. It's basically you would rent one, and then play one, and then rent another, and then play the other. It was kind of like a revolving door, like a library, you know. You'd never have one without putting another one back in. People love that shit. Everyone talks about it. So I don't know what the hate is for all this. I'm renting this. I'm owning this. As a streamer and as someone who plays so many games a year, you have to be out of your mind if you think I'm not going to find a more like proactive way of playing all this stuff where it's not just a throwaway thing, you know. Of course, that'd be too easy. Look at this stuff. That's so cool. That's like micro plankton or something. Mercenaries. Did PlayStation ever shut down PS3 game servers? I think it was on an individual game basis, Bernie, but yeah, some got closed down and some are still kicking. A lot of times people keep them alive themselves, you know, which is very good of them. They go by like private servers, or they set up a server themselves. People were playing like Destiny 1. Really wish Infamous and them would come back. What would be really cool in a perfect world, like maybe this gen, end of this gen or something. Imagine a world where Xbox doubles down and reboots Prototype as a dark, brooding kind of a anti-Spider-Man kind of thing, you know, like Infamous was, and then we get a new Infamous that is not a beanie-wearing fuckboy. That'd be great. One of the first times I heard Troy Baker as an actor was in Final Fantasy 13 around 2010, 2009 or something. I can't get rid of the fucker since then, but yeah, I think he was the lead character in that game as well, in Infamous Second Son. Infamous Second Son gets a lot right. The powers are amazing, but story is quite half-assed. When you get from the grades of Cole, you know, whether he's evil or good. Honestly, in a way, Infamous was trying to be PlayStation's Fable. Alright, so what about doing wrong? Oh yeah, the safety pin. Oh yeah, wee bastard, I didn't see that. Infamous needs a reboot. It does. Now, would you go silly? Would you go serious? What would you do with that? Does it need to be a full remake? Bring Cole back? Would you do a new character again, like Infamous Second Son? Making a second DLC for that game. The new Warhammer Bolt Gun. Nice, dude. 15 hours long. Wow. I want to play those. Speaking about servers, Year 3 was closed on 7th November. Oh. Last game looks like Child Story. Okay. That says all I need to know. No, I want to go back. Yeah, Cole was awesome, and the idea of the choices and the evil and different powers and everybody at the end. There was so many great ideas. Siphon. See how this new Fable goes. Really, all they need, like that trailer was good. I just need to know that there's good and evil, and that you can probably pick male or female. You know, that's about it. Everything else is grand. I trust in Forza, but let's just remember what made Fable Fable, and good and evil matters. It doesn't have to be anything more than an extra ending, a couple of choices, and a you know, maybe a little bit in their eyes or something. You know, something cosmetic. That's about it. It doesn't have to be great. Well, imagine if they could get Prototype off the ground. I'd love to see that come back. It's right there. The Prototype was really cool. And Prototype 2. This idea of, like, oh, fuck. This guy's the bad guy. He's never the good. Look at this. Looks like we're ascending to heaven. This is not good. These are all microplanktons. These are spores that this thing is releasing. Wonder, does this game have other endings? Every time we look at it, we get this weird thing around it. Uh-oh, he's starting to give in a little bit. This is where the science meets danger, where they prefer to almost give in. I keep thinking this might be just underwater. It might be terrestrial. Beautiful. Probably should get out here, huh? Oh, that was cool. You can see here, it looks parasitic as well, where it's starting to form its own shell, you see? Its own membrane, kind of like our nervous system. So who knows? It still could be. There's a lot of creatures down there right now that they can't understand. You know, even how the jellyfish look. Accommodation. Let's see about that. Cool. Yeah, 1 or 2 game was dark and hard. Right, exactly. Oh yeah, Resistance. Yep. Nearly all of Sony's first party studios have at least 2 IPs that they're kind of sitting on, you know. Sucker Punch with Infamous and Sly Cooper. Obviously Ghost of Tsushima is banging, it's great.
I fucking stunned this cold. Jesus.
God of War guys, they were doing Twisted Metal, but that got shit. It was going to be a live service, so probably for the best. You know what? Something I miss, right? And I know it sounds goofy. I really miss all the licensed games, you know? Some of them are just straight garbage, but a lot of the time they were so cool. Like any movie that came out, be it for kids or adults, would get a game, you know? Fuck, I miss that. We still do get a little bit here and there. Lego were banging them out. They barely do a game every fucking 5 years now. If you want to call this Lego Horizon game a Lego game, it is, but like for who? For who? It's so, you know, unique and just a very, very specific audience, which is the Horizon audience that have already played those games and want something else. But you'll get new people in there too, you know. But yeah, I miss those licensed games, the old James Bond games, even all like the Simpsons games, and the sports games, and yeah, as I said, all the movie stuff, even all Harry Potter and stuff. I'd even take re-releases, but yeah, I think things have gotten so out of hand now with 5-year development time that things like licensed games just can't exist, because they're usually churned out in a year. So what they do is they've moved over and they do mobile stuff. It's like they just shite out an Angry Birds copycat in the vein of Dune or something, you know. It's fine, it's whatever, but Christ, unfortunately, by adding ads and gotcha elements and monetization, it ruins it because it works. But I do miss those little console games. Need to get warm, laddie. Why? I suppose we were in the water. What's this? The Trawlerman, the 12 Coastal Poems by Craig Henry Campbell. From here the full mar huddle close, together in flock against the winter brine. Oi! Okay, that's enough of that. We like our bit of poetry, but Jesus. Oh, god damn, that's a hell of a poster you got there. I can see her chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Hubbada hubbada. Are we supposed to nick someone's clothes? Are we supposed to start a wee fire or something? What is it? Bet you they won't let me out here, will they?
I need to get warm. Jesus.
What are you talking about? We're gonna steal this man's jacket? Chestnuts roasting. Let's stop it. Fucking gin. Where do you get warm? There's something over here? Oh, these fucking... I forgot about the heaters. I'm stupid. He loves his wee heater, he does. Look at it.
Christ.
You won't get warm unless you take those clothes off. That's just the way it is.
Him.
Need to get him.
Christ. I better check on Roy.
Wolverine original. Mm-hmm. Yep. I want the new Wolverine to try and hold on to that some way. It was so gory. That's definitely one on the list. Oh, dude, I'm telling you, like the games you're naming is near a bad game, you know. Like I said, maybe some of the licensed stuff, but I think we had fun with those, you know. Even if like you were a kid coming up and you liked How to Train Your Dragon, and there was so many How to Train Your Dragon games, you would have got fun there, right? Jeez, we were living in it. We got like the Crash Bandicoots and the Spyros and every mascot going. I miss those days. I would take those days again over and over and over again at that quality, at that graphic quality, if they could put them out that quick over these 5 years for a new God of War, just to listen to Atreus whinging and moaning. But that's just me.
Thank Christ. I better check on Roy.
To each their own, absolutely.
Roy, fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. I never fucked Wayne, never fucked Drake. All my life, man, fuck's sake. You didn't fuck Drake because he was probably wasn't up for it.
Well, didn't he work out well for him or the bird?
Bloody hell, Gaz. Is anyone alive?
See, I'm trying to see how far into the game we are.
To get the Jennies on. And Brody as well, helping with the tension legs.
Wondering if
do you know what? I'm a fucking rig expert now.
Told you to take no time. Yeah, I'm glad you've not been alone out there. Those two are alright.
I saw O'Connor. He's one of these things, but...
Nice!
Fuck, I don't know what I thought, but...
God, I love that Wolverine game so much. I must go through my list of Xbox 360 games. I wonder, can you do that?
Roy?
It's alright. It's just me being clumsy. Once I get my shot, I'll be right as rain.
Do you need me to come and get you?
No, I can do
it. Oh yeah, we gotta get his... Just took a while. No, someone said that you could do the whole game in 3.5 hours, but I've already been going 3.5 hours.
You're a good lad.
So, no. I don't know how... These guys must edit out all the bullshit. I don't do anything different. No, I'll save it here if it grabs the save. I will finish it. Tomorrow.
Sorry, I have
to
go, Roy.
It looks like a little face.
Will you make it to the cabins alright?
Yeah, I'm on the way now.
Let me see if I can do that. I'll save it here. And in your achievements, they might let me sort it by Xbox. And you'll see how dangerous I was. I was 100% in all the games.
Right, pal.
Hardest game I ever played
Afters
was Vanquish.